Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes, 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 yes. And welcome back to college basketball too with the, send it in, Jerome. Hey, anyways, welcome to Taproom Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan, Stacks on Stacks. Joined with my guys, Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson.
Sir.
And finally, we got Swerve and back in the flesh, ready to run down some NFL. Definitely, by far, the best week of NFL so far. Undoubtedly, the best games, hands down. It's funny because on Thursday, I was tweeting how bad this NFL season has been. Just such a dog shit product, dude. Especially with the primetime games. Shout out to the Jets and Raiders. But,
fuck, that was bad.
I mean, there were so many good games on today, and then it's like all the primetime games happened to suck, dude. The Thursday night game sucked, the London game sucked, or the Germany game sucked, and then fucking Sunday night sucked. The 3 worst games of the week happened to be fucking primetime games. Shit's crazy.
What was game of the week? Was that Giants Cowboys?
On Fox, on CBS, it was Lions Chargers, which was a fucking great game.
That was a great game, yeah.
Cowboys always gonna be the game of the week, so
yeah, the Cowboys are unfortunately fucking America's shitty team. But man, it was a hell of a fucking week of football. The Texans Bengals game was great. Obviously, we're gonna run down all these fucking games. We're gonna get into them, talk about them, the teams, etc. But how you boys doing tonight, man? How we doing? Vibe check. You said what, Irv?
Doing good.
I've been better, man. I'm fucking had the sinus infection. Now I've got the ear infection. Got the fucking headphones on backwards because I can't hear out of this ear, and this ear's better and it's louder there on that side. So, man, living the life. I'm fucking drinking on antibiotics though, and I'm here.
There you go. He's Justin Herbert tonight, man.
There we go.
Gritting it out.
Been going through it.
Yeah, gritting it out. Man, well, it's good to have you on, Ben. I wasn't expecting you to come on knowing that you were sick, but you were like, "Nah, I'm gonna be there," and I was like, "All right, for sure."
Yep,
let's do
Gotta
it.
Do it.
So shout out to Ben for being here, fighting through this, and yeah, man, hell of a fucking weekend of sports, college football. We're getting down to the wire, towards bowl season. We got a couple weeks left. So we're seeing a lot of crazy shit. A lot of guys getting fired now. Started with Alex Grinch last week. Penn State fired their offensive coordinator as if that's like their only problem. and then today, also this morning, I but in the morning we hear that Jimbo Fisher got fired as well. Or a lot of people didn't think it was gonna happen because he was owed so much money, but
they print money in where's Texas name at? Allen, Texas, wherever is that?
College Station.
Yeah, College Station. Yeah, that
But yeah, it's near
that real money.
Yeah,
so he's gonna go sit on the couch and collect $75 million over the next 3 or 4 years, ever it's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I actually heard a great take on it this morning from what's her name, man? The girl from Barstool Sports. That's a Texas A&M fan.
I don't know.
She does the college football show there, but usually her takes suck. But she was on point about this one. She was like, dude, like, for Jimbo Fisher, like, it doesn't even matter because either way he's getting his money. So whether he coaches or he doesn't, he's getting paid. And like you could tell in his press conferences the last like 3 weeks, he's like basically daring them to fire him because he knows he's getting paid. So it's like, he's underwhelming already. You got to pay him regardless. Do you want to keep putting out a shitty product and keep underperforming, or do you want to move on? So I thought she had an interesting take there, and it made a lot of sense. And who do you think gets that job now, Irv?
I don't know. They came out with a hot board. They got the money to go after anybody, so money's no issue. It's just will they poach a big name or can they hire a big name that's not coaching right now?
They should go after Mike Elko.
They could go after Mike Elko. They could go after Lance Leopold. They could go after Lane Kiffin because he's not one of the upper tier higher paid coaches. And whoever they hire is going to be making at least $9 or $10 million a year. So, can they talk Uncle Herb out of retirement? Even though he's not really a big fan of the whole NIL and player empowerment movement. But if he can get with the times, he's one of the GOATs. He's up there with some of the greatest of all time. Money's no issue. They need a home run hire. They stockpile with talent. Now, can they hold on to a lot of that talent? We'll see, because all that depends on what assistant coaches get kept by this new staff or how they want to. But usually when you hire a big name, they bring in their own guys. So it's going to be a lot of damage control as far as the recruiting class and holding on to the underclassmen that they just recruited under Jimbo. So it's going to be a lot of moving parts, but they definitely got to hire somebody before the first transfer window if they want to kind of salvage their recruiting classes. I know they're top 10, top 15 right now, something like that.
Yep.
Money's no issue, so they could go after whoever they want. They probably won't poach any NFL guys. One of the Texas A&M insiders posted a list of candidates that they're interested in because he has inside sources within the program or the administration or whatever. And two of the guys that was on there are actually coaching in the NFL right now. One's a head coach. So I highly doubt that head coach leaves the NFL and goes to Texas A&M. Even though I think Dan Campbell is an alumni from there, right?
I don't know. It's a good question. He might be.
I think he did go to Texas A&M.
I have two names that like immediately popped into my head, and one of them was Mike Elko. He was obviously the defensive coordinator there, so like he already has ties there, and he's done a hell of a job at Duke. Obviously, he wouldn't.
He went to Texas A&M. That's why he's on there. Okay.
Dan Campbell?
Yeah.
Why would he leave the Lions job, dude?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's probably the only reason why he might be, or they think he could be entertaining.
But the second name here, Irv, hear me out. Jed Fish.
It depends because, well, his buyout, none of that shit matters because money, they're gonna write a blank check.
Yep.
He's building something nice, and I wouldn't mind if he goes to A&M because that means that leftover talent gonna come to USC. So, damn, that's a good name. I was thinking they try to hire out because they're in the SEC. So most of these SEC schools, when they get an opening, they try to hire an SEC guy or somebody that knows the landscape and understands the recruiting aspect and as the coaches around that to bolster the recruiting. Because if you're not recruiting at a high level in SEC, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be winning anything significance in the SEC or nationally, for that matter. So will they go outside that footprint? Maybe. But I think they really try to poach a big name away from a school if they don't actually hire somebody that's not coaching right now. That what we would consider a huge name, because can they talk a Chris Peterson? Can they talk a Urban Meyer? Can they convince?
I think Chris Peterson, like his name's already been tossed out there so much, like it's to the point where like I just think he's I think he's done. I don't think he's ever coming back to college football. I think they got a better shot at Urban Meyer than they would Chris Peterson. Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting. Texas A&M. I don't know why they hired Jimbo in the first place, but Will Muschamp.
They thought they were getting Jameis Winston with them, dude.
Yeah, I know that's probably why. Damn, Will Muschamp might get a shot too. Now that I think about it, but I think he's a DC though. I don't think he should be a head coach no more.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's kind of run its course. It'll be interesting, man, because like you said, Texas A&M, they got a lot of money, man. So money talks. Money definitely talks.
Damn, they probably gonna get Lance Leopold.
Nah, I think Lance is going to. I think he's going to take the Michigan State job.
But they'll it's the same mission. It's rumblings that what's the name interview for Michigan State too.
Who?
Urban Meyer.
Really? That would be interesting.
Yeah, he's a Big Ten guy, Midwest guy. So hey,
because like the Boise job's also open, and like people like are like, it's Boise, but like Boise's a good job.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and like I personally think they're gonna try and bring back Brian Harsin because he's like the all-time winningest coach there, 69-19 as a head coach there. I think
shouldn't have gotten fired, honestly.
But he left for the Auburn job.
Oh yeah, he left for my bad. He didn't get fired.
He should have never left.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
because that's a hard jump going from Boise to Auburn. Because like you said, the SEC footprint is just different. You know what I mean? So
yeah, if you're a new coach, you gotta win. You gotta win. You don't got a tight. You don't got a long leash. You gotta win now.
Dude, they fired him from Auburn in like 2 years. they didn't even give him a chance, dude.
Sure didn't. Then they wouldn't hire. Who did Auburn hire? They hired
Hugh Freeze, bowl eligible this year though.
Yeah.
You know, because he got the strippers with him, bro. But no, it's gonna be interesting, and obviously we're gonna see some more, dominoes fall.
Rumblings. So I think David Aranda probably gets canned.
Yep, Baylor's definitely gonna be open for sure.
Who else might be getting fired? Yeah, it's gonna be it. Yeah, it might be a couple more big jobs might open up too.
Yep, agreed. Yeah, man. College football, baby. College hoops is back. But we're here to talk some NFL football. Before we do so, Ben, what are you sipping on?
I'm doing a couple Oktoberfest tonight. So I've got First is the Carl Strauss. They are out of San Diego, and then I'm gonna go to the Sierra Nevada Fest beer.
Nice.
So
I'm hella mad because I had a beer for tonight, but last night when I was watching the USC game, I told Paisley, can you grab me a beer from the fridge? And she grabbed me that one, and I didn't even realize it until tonight when I went to go get my beer for the show, and I was like, hold on, what the fuck? And I was like, damn, I really drank that shit last night. Those that don't know me, when I watch USC, I get really fucking stressed out. And even though I know the season's over, I got to drink 1 or 2 or 6 beers.
Yeah, depending
on how the game's going.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't want to see me during the Washington game. I was ready to fucking break shit.
So do you have anything going for tonight?
I do. I'm drinking a Hop Ride IPA from Tenaya Creek.
Okay.
I have a few of them. So obviously they're only 12-ounce cans. But I'm upset because I had a nice lager.
Yeah.
I was chilling and I drank it last night.
Yeah, happens.
It does happen, unfortunately. But let's talk some NFL football for this week. We'll start out with the Sunday night matchup like we always do, and then we'll work our way down the slate, see what we got going on. Don't really want to touch the Thursday night game. That was a dog shit game. Nothing really to fucking talk about. Although, let me ask you guys this. I do want to ask you guys both this before we hop into Sunday night. Do you think because there's a lot of rumors, and we talked about this during the offseason too, before leading up to the NFL draft, that Frank Reich loved CJ Stroud. Like, that was his guy. And when they hired Frank Reich, CJ Stroud's odds to go number 1 went to like -250. Remember that? Mm. And then like right before the draft, it like flipped to Bryce Young being the favorite. Do you think that there's a chance that Frank Reich gets let go this year? Because, I mean, the team, like, he hasn't been a good head coach. I know the team doesn't have a ton of talent, right? But there could be, like, a rift with the front office and the ownership and him, because if that's true that he really did, like, C.J. Stroud was his guy, and now he's seen C.J. Stroud ball out, like, there could definitely be some, like, fucking bad resentment between him and the front office and stuff, along with really underperforming because, the Panthers don't have their first-round pick. And they're the worst team in the league. So, I mean, this shit ain't going to get better anytime soon. Do you think there's a chance that Frank Reich could get let go this year after 1 year?
Yeah, so when you guys were talking about the the college coaches getting fired, I was thinking, okay, well, looking after today, what about some of the NFL coaches that we're at? We've got the Patriots who are 2-8.
Bill Belichick will
That's gonna.
never get fired, Ben.
I know. I was gonna say that's gonna be a tough, a tough fire there. Um, you've got the Cardinals who are now 2-8, but they're making a kind of turn for the better. You've got the Panthers who are 1-8. Reich is on the cusp there. I mean, he's been given a lot of options. He doesn't have. I mean, you got to think Bryce Young doesn't have that many options to play with in the offensive side. But you're not seeing anything offensively or defensively that looks like there's a place for production in this team. So that could be a choice there. I mean, the Commanders at 4-6, have already sold off half their team. Are they gonna look to get rid of Del Rio? You've got the Titans who are 3-6, which is again a tough fire of that coach. It's variable, right?
Vrabel, yeah.
Yeah. Packers 3-6. They could be looking elsewhere. Probably not till the end of the season, is my guess with the Packers. But
LaFleur is dead. I think of the names you mentioned so far,
Mhm.
I think LaFleur and Ron Rivera definitely gone.
or Rivera. Sorry, who did I say? Del Rio.
Yeah, he's a DC, but he needed to go too. He needed to go a long time ago.
Yeah, so out of the teams, I think it's probably gonna be. I'll be surprised if I'll be a little surprised if Frank Reich gets fired, but if he does, I kind of understand it because, like Jordan said, he wanted CJ, but management and ownership wanted Bryce. So if it's a disconnect between the head coach and their number one draft pick, they're going to choose the number one draft pick 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
But I definitely think Cardinals. I mean, no, what the hell, my bad. Cardinals actually made a great hire. Them and the Texans. So Dabo's probably safe for another year, so I won't throw him in there. But Ron Rivera is definitely getting fired. Bears coach fired.
Yep.
Falcons, Arthur Smith.
Bears, yeah.
I called that hire out when Jordan Dawson that we talked about on the pod like a year and a half ago. Terrible hire. He might not make it through the season.
You think so?
Yeah, I think they need to can his ass right now, pack him the fuck up. So Bears, Falcons,
Commies.
Packers, Commies, Commanders, that's 4. Who else I think gets fired?
I think that's
Arthur
really maybe Dennis Allen. Dennis Allen.
Yeah, Dennis Allen. He more than likely he's getting fired. So that's 5.
Where's he at?
Saints.
Saints.
Okay, yeah.
Mike Vrabel, that's a maybe. I wouldn't do that, but maybe.
Yeah, that would be a terrible decision. That dude's a hell of a coach.
Yeah, if they fire him, then I wouldn't like that decision.
Who's the New York Giants coach?
Dable.
He probably gets another year. Maybe I wouldn't be shocked, but I can understand it. If the Browns don't continue to get better, Stefanski could definitely get his walking papers.
Browns might win that division, Irv.
I know that's what I'm saying, but he got to do something.
I think with the Browns, like Stefanski, like he's a good head coach. I don't know about great head coach. He's a good head coach, but he does leave a lot to be desired at times because he makes some dumbass decisions. Oh, Brandon Staley, that's another name we haven't mentioned.
Yeah, Staley, he definitely could get his walking papers too. Especially when they're saying Jim Harbaugh is interested in the Chargers job too. So
really,
yeah, they say Chargers, Raiders, and the Bears.
Why? I mean, we say this every fucking offseason. It's like the Chargers is like the best job available because they have the roster. You just need you need a good coach in there. You know what I mean? And like that team drafts hella well. They do have like hella bad luck with injuries though, dude. You know what I mean? Like they get fucking rattled with injuries every fucking year. But I mean I have a theory, tinfoil hat, put it on. I think I could see a scenario where Belichick and Robert Kraft come to an agreement where Robert Kraft's just like, I need to move in a different direction. You know, he's not gonna fire Belichick, but
Yeah, Belichick might move up to like a management role.
No, hear
like-
me out. Hear me out, Irv. Belichick goes to the Chargers for like 2 to 3 years before he retires. Because he's not going to retire until he passes fucking Bill Walsh. We know that.
Do you mean Don Shula?
Don Shula. So either you got to ride with him as the Patriots, but I don't even know if he wants to do that because like they need a rebuild there for sure.
Yeah.
So it makes perfect sense for like a guy like him to go to the Chargers for 3-4 years, right? And then, pass Shula, do all your shit there, and then retire. And then you allow the Patriots to like move in their own direction, which they'll probably hire Josh McDaniels.
That'd be terrible. That'd be tragic.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, but I think that makes sense for like Bill Belichick, because I thought before when I thought the Seahawks were like gonna go through a total rebuild, I was like, man, it makes perfect sense for like Pete Carroll to go to the Chargers, compete for like 3 to 4 years and then go into retirement, because Pete Carroll's old too. So I don't know, because the Chargers job is, we say it every single year, dude. The Chargers job would be the best job available, and Brandon Staley obviously isn't the guy.
Yeah.
So if the Chargers job's open, who gets it?
Mm.
And maybe they bring in Jed Fish. Jed Fish is an NFL guy.
So maybe, I don't know. I think I just think if the Chargers go big game hunting, they're gonna probably get Jim Harbaugh.
You think so? Harbaugh for sure. I just think
Yeah.
Harbaugh is such a tie to the Raiders.
Yeah, I know. It's either Harbaugh. Do they give Kellen Moore a shot at being a head coach? Because
Hell nah, dude. Hell nah.
Somebody gonna hire him and make him a head coach sooner or later.
And they're gonna be hiring a new head coach in 2 to 3 years.
So, Eric Bieniemy. If the Commanders don't make him the head coach, then he should definitely be.
Well, I think the Commanders hired Eric Bieniemy to eventually be their head coach.
Because damn, if they get
but if they don't do it quick enough,
well, I mean,
somebody else swoop in there.
yeah.
The offense is like the only reason why the commies are like decent, and that's all Eric B. So I don't see a scenario, and especially with Magic Johnson being there, you know what I mean? Like him having a say as ownership. Like I don't see how you let Eric Bieniemy walk after you bring him in, and like the offense looks night and day from last year. And Sam Howell, like they have their franchise quarterback. Sam Howell is him. If their defense could fucking stop a team from driving in 30 seconds, they would have won today.
Yeah, and I think they got to give Sam Howell a contract either in this offseason or next offseason because he was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I think it's next offseason.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're right. But I mean, he's their guy, dude.
Yeah.
Like they found their guy, and they have like the offensive talent. You really just have to build the offensive line, and then like all the talent on defense that Jack Del Rio fucking blew cock with. It's like, dude, and Ron Rivera fucking backed him over and over and over again.
They got to draft a whole secondary too.
Well, they drafted that kid from Ole Miss this year, or Mississippi State this year. But yeah, they do need a secondary for sure. That's their weakness. Oh, it's gonna be interesting. Good. Glad you brought that up, Ben, because it's gonna be interesting. I think there's a lot of head coaches that are gonna get walking papers this year.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see a lot of movement, and then the Lions offensive coordinator, what's his name? What's the Lions offensive coordinator name? It's not Ben Johnson. That's the Eagles offensive coordinator, but his first name is Ben.
Let me look it up right now. Yeah,
he's gonna get a head coaching job for sure.
He's definitely gonna be somebody's head coach, pretty sure. Pretty soon.
He's done a hell of a job.
Actually, that is their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson.
Oh, Ben Johnson. So who's the Eagles offensive coordinator? He's Johnson too. He's something Johnson. Eric Johnson, I think, is his name. There's a lot of Johnsons. But yeah, Ben Johnson, the Lions offensive coordinator, that dude's definitely getting a head coaching job. I thought Brian Johnson. Ben Johnson, Brian Johnson.
Damn, he's only 36.
Yeah, he's young, dude. I think he's gonna get the Bears job. because
That would be a good look.
because the Bears they're obviously gonna draft a quarterback, and like he gets his say with the quarterback.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna draft a quarterback.
I will bet you $100 right here that they draft a quarterback. Because this regime didn't draft Fields.
Yeah, I get it, but
they gave Fields one more shot, and
he got hurt though.
Bagent is in.
I
get played like shit before.
I know he got hurt, but you got to remember, like, this is the best QB draft class, and like if you pass on a QB here,
well, it all depends on what they can get for Fields if they do want to go in that direction. But at the end of the day,
they're only going to get like a 3rd round pick, but still, like, that's still extra draft capital, and you get to draft a quarterback on a rookie deal for 5 years.
What about putting that competition up though? If you put Fields up against that number
because
even if they draft a QB, I don't see any QB having immediate success in that offense.
If they draft Ben Johnson, they might. I mean, if they hire Ben Johnson.
Well, it depends on the quarterback, honestly. They definitely need to upgrade the O-line a little more, though.
Yeah. But they're gonna hire a new coach. I'm telling you right now, dude. Fields is getting traded. He's going to either Tampa or Atlanta in the offseason. One of those two teams is gonna pick him up.
Damn, that'd be a good landing spot for him, honestly.
Yeah. Yep.
Damn, Bears, go draft y'all quarterback and free Fields.
Dude,
because I guarantee if you put Fields on the Buccaneers or the Falcons, they're gonna be a playoff team.
Easily. I mean, the Falcons should be a playoff team right now, bro.
Yeah, they just have no man. Heineke got hurt, then they had to put Ritter back. When I say put Ritter in the game, I knew it was over.
It was over, dude.
Shout out Ritter didn't do too bad today. I was actually surprised about that.
I mean, he only played like 3 minutes. Kyler, baby. We're gonna talk about Kyler later. All right, so let's talk about the games because we're gonna get to Ritter. We're gonna get to that Cardinals game, which I definitely want to fucking touch on. But let's talk about the Sunday night game first. Jets at Raiders. It closed basically a pick 'em everywhere. The total was 36, dude. Goes under.
It still went under.
Goes under. Raiders went outright 16-12. The Jets offense is just fucking pathetic, dude. Absolutely really fucking pathetic. And like Zach Wilson, like I know he's not the greatest quarterback, but at the same time, like that offensive line is so fucking bad, dude. Like that offensive line might be one of the worst in football, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see the O-line being this bad. It is, and I know the Raiders have the D-line is legit, and they're actually playing better now that Pierce took over. Yeah. The Jets gotta draft like 4 O-linemen.
Because like
are they playing better now that Pierce is in? I mean, they've won against the Jets and who was it last week? The Giants?
No, I'm just talking about the defense as a whole. Like
the
team is more motivated to you could tell like they didn't like when Alex Grinch tried to break down that last huddle before the Washington game.
Yeah.
Like those players weren't responding to McDaniels no more. That dude is a dump truck. And shout out to all the Raiders fans that thought his trash ass was going to be a good coach. And they thought Ziegler was going to be a good GM. Snake bitten trash ass franchise.
Oh, man.
Shout out Raider Eddie.
I mean, dude, like I thought Ziegler and McDaniels together, I thought it wasn't going to be as bad as it was. But I just think that, you know, we talked about this with like all the former Patriots coaches that go on to be head coaches. Like the Patriot way only works with the Patriots. Like you can't bring that shit elsewhere. Like other players just think that shit's hella corny, bro. And it just continues to prove itself right. So I think that, you know, McDaniels, I thought he would learn from the Denver debacle. He obviously didn't. But yeah, I think it's crazy because, like, dude, what if the Raiders make the playoffs? Like, do they just promote Antonio Pierce to be their head coach for good?
I don't think the Raiders have a chance of making the playoffs. With the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Chiefs, the Dolphins remaining, those are 5 tough games there.
You're probably right.
I mean, they've got the Broncos, the Colts, the Vikings, but you know, those are
they probably lose.
Those are even teams with the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are 5-5, yes, but look at their wins: Jets, Giants, Pats, Packers, and Broncos. The Broncos when they were playing like absolute horseshit.
Well, the
Yeah,
Raiders
look like-
own the Broncos
look
too for
Look
some
like
reason.
we was
Yeah.
about to go 0-17.
You know, and they lost to the Steelers. They lost to the Chargers by 7 when that's usually a closer game. They lost to the Bears. They lost to the Lions.
Actually, if you really watched that game wasn't really that close. And the Chargers,
It was a-
Brandon Staley made that game a lot closer than it was supposed to.
Yeah.
And it was a garbage time touchdown, dude. It was really like a 14-point game.
So like the Raiders are literally the worst 5-5 team right now. A team that's no, they're still out of the playoffs, and the AFC is wide open, but
Yeah, they're behind the Bengals and Bills, so I don't see them getting past those two teams.
Yeah, they're not making the playoffs. See, the thing about the Raiders is though they need a rebuild, but see with them, they want to win when they're not supposed to.
Yep.
And that's going to end up costing them a legit franchise quarterback. Now, maybe not, because this quarterback draft is like 10, 15, 20 deep.
Well, I think Aiden O'Connell might be him.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he could.
Maybe if he has an offensive line.
Yeah, they got to build. They want to build around him. They got to start doing it now. But honestly, you didn't trade for Devontae Adams to be going through rebuild. So if they do decide to retool or rebuild, I think they should free Tay and send them to a contender. But they won't do that. Sorry ass Raiders. They'll figure something out. I don't even like talking about that trash ass franchise. But
what about the Jets though? Because you did send that article earlier saying that Aaron Rodgers is eyeing a December comeback, but I mean, bro, behind that offensive line, like he's just gonna get hurt again, bro.
Yeah, he went to Tony Stark and got him a robotic Achilles, so he gonna be saying I'm Iron Man when he come back. But
also read some conspiracies that this was really a bullshit injury and that he just wants it for the dramatics. But
I mean, would he though? Like take fucking like 8 weeks off? Maybe he didn't like actually tear his Achilles. Maybe it was like a high ankle sprain, like a severe high ankle sprain or something.
Yeah.
Dude,
how do you fake an Achilles injury?
Who comes back from an Achilles injury in like 3 months, dude? That's never happened in the history of fucking.
Yeah, I know. So
especially at his age too.
Yeah, that's unheard of, bro. Like you said, Irv, either he got a fucking robotic fucking foot from somebody or something, or like it couldn't have been a fucking full blown Achilles.
Now it is other Achilles surgeries that's done outside of the U.S. that have a way faster rate of recovery. Maybe he went somewhere
like that.
Yeah.
No,
because Kobe did everything, bro. Like Kobe was the first one to do like the plasma fucking transplant and the knee and shit. And that dude took him over a year to recover from an Achilles injury.
I'm gonna see, because as soon as I saw it, I'm like, well, there's no way that's possible. But your boy went down a rabbit hole, and I was like, damn.
Because I mean, that's insane, dude. That's insane. If Aaron Rodgers does come back, let's say the article you sent, or if it said what, middle December, that'd be what, like week 13?
I think December 20th it said.
Week 15? Yeah, that's like the end of the year. What if the Jets are like completely out of it by then?
And you just rest him up for next year.
You think if he comes back December 20th, that's right after the Dolphins game. And then they've got the Commanders, the Browns, and the Patriots.
What's the game before that, though? What are the games before that?
Dolphins. Then? Dolphins on the 17th, Texans on the 10th. Falcons on the 3rd.
From now until then, like what's their schedule look like?
Okay, so they go to Buffalo next week. Then they host the Dolphins. Host the Falcons. Yeah. Host the Texans. Then they go into Miami. Then they have the Commies. Host the Commies.
So we're saying, like, when Aaron Rodgers comes back, the Jets they very well could be like 5-10, dude.
Yeah.
Like, why would they come back?
Make it being generous, 5-9.
Yeah. Why? I just don't
Probably 4-10.
I don't
Yeah.
know why he would come back in that for that. I mean, that defense is like good enough to be legit. It's just that offensive line is just so fucking bad, dude.
That defense could win you a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Offensive line just so bad, dude.
Well, I mean, Jets had a chance tonight. They couldn't score a touchdown, like to save their life, but I mean, they had that shot at the end. That was a catchable ball for them to score the touchdown there. So
it's crazy. All right, let's move on to the next game. Yeah, Garrett Wilson almost caught that.
Yeah,
he catches that. We're talking a completely different game.
Yep.
All right, next game we have Washington versus Seattle. This was a great game too. Came down to the wire. Seattle wins on a field goal. Seattle closed 6.5 point dogs, depending on where you got it at. Total was 44. Total goes over. We saw a lot of overs this week. We've seen a lot of unders. We saw a lot of overs this week. Seattle wins 29-26. Hell of a game, though, by Sam Howell once again. 29 of 44 for 312 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks.
Mm-hmm.
Geno Smith, 369 yards, 31 of 47, 2 TDs. I mean, just an absolute fucking shootout. Hell of a fucking game, man. Like we talked about earlier, obviously, I definitely think Washington has found their quarterback of the future. Now, I think Seattle is an interesting team because, like, I think they're in that, like, middle purgatory now where, like, I don't think Geno Smith is that guy to get him over the hump, obviously. Like, he's very inconsistent. Ben, we talked about this last week.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think these two teams look like going forward?
So I think it's difficult coming from the Washington perspective because if you have Chase Young, if you have who is the quarterback
Sweat?
that they got, yeah, you probably win this game. Yeah, I mean, defensively,
the problem was
you
they weren't going to re-sign those guys, so they had to get something for them.
Yeah, but I mean, you're looking at a team that's
the Niners probably aren't going to re-sign Chase Young either, Ben. So enjoy it while it lasts.
I mean,
well, it depends on what type of contract he gets. So he commands. He could do a prove it deal.
But they're in 9th right now at 4-6. If they win last week's game and if they win this week's game,
they won last week.
Did they win last week? I thought they just lost.
No, they beat the Patriots 20-17.
Okay, so they just won. So if they win today's game, then they're in 8th place. They're up another seed. And are just they're still really in the hunt for that final playoff spot. I think they could take Minnesota. Now I don't know if they can take Minnesota.
What do you think, Irv?
At 2 game differential there.
I mean, Minnesota's got one of the best quarterbacks in the league, though. Josh Dobbs that's a special fucking player, dude.
Special ed looking player.
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Special
bro, he's 2-0.
Bro, you just this reminded me a couple weeks ago. You were saying Gardner Minshew like the best QB in the just stop it. It don't take long for a damn rock. He's literally a rocket scientist, so it's not gonna take him long to learn the damn NFL playbook. But the dude is balling. He does look good, but no, he's not.
He's him, bro. He's him.
He's nowhere near the best QB in the NFL. Well, Vikings signed Dobbs to a long-term deal. You found your guy.
Maybe. I mean, I'm obviously joking, but Dobbs is dude, he's a hell of a fucking quarterback, dude. The thing with Arizona is like once Connor went down, he like was not the same guy because the offense just like it revolved around running and play action, and like you could just tell like teams would just load up for him to run the ball, and he's not the best passer in the world. But Kevin O'Connell's a great fucking head coach, and like he's already adapted to Dobbs' strengths, which I think is fucking awesome for him. But as far as the commies and Seahawks go, the Seahawks defense is like just so underwhelming time and time again. Like this defense can't get stops when they need it. They signed Leonard Williams or traded for Leonard Williams. I don't know how much that's going to do. The secondary is still very suspect. You got Jamal Adams, who's basically a linebacker playing safety. Um, I like, or what do you think of the Seahawks? Like, I don't think that they're like a team to be taken that serious.
Yeah, you can't take them serious until they improve on they definitely got to improve their secondary. Even the O line looked like it's taking a step back from last year.
Yeah. Yep.
Um, so that's something they probably got to work on well. And Seattle's not really a free agent attraction like that. So most of their building is through the draft. They went out and got Leonard Williams. I think he's still under contract for like the next 2-3 years. So
I think so.
I don't think they got to worry about him for a little while. But yeah, they got to add some talent in that secondary. And outside of DK and Travis Lockett, this team don't have that many weapons. And
Well,
it's
what's Bobo looks really good.
yeah, that's true. He is
And
looking pretty good. And he's an undrafted free agent.
and
And
the problem with Jackson Smith and Najiba is like him and Tyler Lockett are like the same exact fucking player, dude.
Same exact player. So it's hard to pay them two together.
Yep.
And then you got Noah Fant can't catch a cold in the wintertime in Siberia.
Noah well too.
Yeah. So and then Walker, man, he always got those nagging injuries. So
Yep. Same with Charbonnet now too. Like they got two
yeah,
guys that are like always injured.
yeah. So I don't know. I think if they can stay somewhat healthy on offense and add some pieces on defense, they'll be all right. But they gotta get a quarterback, man. I'm sorry. Gino, he's all or nothing at this point.
Yep.
And you can't play like that or even be considered a contender when you got a wild card like that at quarterback. Now, last year it worked because it wasn't that much film on him. He
But
snuck
remember
up
last year, Irv, he started out like hella well, and then he like
yeah,
tailed off at the end of the
tailed off
year.
at the end. I
And
think most of this season has been a continuation of the second half of last year. So
it's been
they
up
gotta
and
look,
down.
yeah, they gotta look long and hard at that QB position. And didn't they have Denver's pick?
I don't think they have it this year.
No, they had it last year. They should have traded up and got CJ.
Yep.
He told Femi they better get CJ, but hindsight is 2020. Shout out to me and Jordan Latz. So we said CJ was gonna be a dog.
We did. That was our
People-
QB1, bro. That was our QB1.
They'll start listening one day.
That was our QB1. Yeah, and that's the problem. Like with Seattle now, dude, is like the same thing you were talking about with the Raiders, where it's like they're gonna be good enough to like not be in the bottom to draft a good quarterback. That they're kind of just in this purgatory now, where it's like, okay, we have Geno, he's inconsistent, but like he gets the job done enough to like where we're relevant, but he's not gonna be that guy to like take us over the hump.
I wouldn't be surprised if one of those teams would sign Kirk Cousins next year. Honestly,
That's a good point, and you're probably getting him on a good deal considering he's coming off an Achilles injury too. I also think Seattle could be a sneaky team for your Fields.
I was just gonna ask that.
Sure.
Yep.
Because there's enough teams, and this was my thing with the Cardinals too with Kyler, is like there's enough teams out there that are good enough to be a QB away where they'll trade up, they'll trade for a QB that's already established. But we'll get to the Cardinals soon in a second. I'm starting to think that the Cardinals are not going to move on from Kyler.
they're not.
And I thought if the reason why, well, let's talk about the Cardinals. Let's talk about the Cardinals and Falcons right now. Cardinals closed 2-point dogs, 2.5-point dogs, depending on where you get it. Total was 43.5. Total goes over. Cardinals went outright 25-23. Kyler is back. 60-yard scramble in crunch time. Unbelievable, man. I dropped a couple of tears, bro. I really did. But, I said on the show that I thought the Cardinals were going to draft a quarterback next year. But I think with the Texans being as good as they are, and that pick obviously isn't going to be what we thought it was. And now the Cardinals, I think they kind of realize that. And they're kind of like, let's see what Kyler got. Because we know he's a good quarterback. Or we talk about it, but he just can't stay healthy. But
What's the Cardinals' record right now?
2-8.
2-8.
Yeah. But they play hard, dude, every game. Bro.
Yeah. I don't think they should win too many more games because imagine if Kyler get Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's what I think is the goal, dude. I think they are going for Marvin Harrison. You keep Kyler, and then you just continue building that O-line because they drafted Paris Johnson, who looks like a fucking bona fide all pro, dude. Like he looks like a great fucking tackle.
Yeah, but you look at their schedule. They've got the Texans next week, which is going to be I think those are two evenly matched teams.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout.
You've got the
That's
Rams,
gonna
which they can
win.
beat, the Steelers, which they can beat, the Niners, which they won't beat, but then they got the Bears, which they can beat, the Eagles they won't beat,
Is
and the
that
Seahawks.
Steelers game in prime time?
No, 10 a.m.
Oh,
They'll
okay.
beat the
Then
Steelers.
They might win that game.
Yep, and then the Seahawks to end the season. Like
I think, nah. I think
there's
the
4 or
Cardinals.
5
No,
games
don't
that
play
they can win.
Arizona, don't play yourself. Get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah. But I mean, like, dude, they could like very well, like Ben said, dude, they might win like 4 or 5 more games, dude.
Yeah.
They
Plus,
could.
they could put their pick and the Texans pick together and trade up.
I thought if anything they would trade back, but also, or if they're, you know, you might lose Marvin Harrison Jr., but you can still draft like Keon Coleman.
Yeah, Keon Coleman is giving Marvin Harrison. I don't care what nobody say. It's a gap between those two, but it's not that big.
Yeah.
Because Coleman can do everything Marvin Harrison Jr. does. The only thing is, I think Marvin Harrison Jr. is maybe a little bit faster.
And he's bigger.
No, Coleman is 6'4" too.
I think Coleman's longer, but I think Harrison's like built like he's like thick.
Oh, you talking about like the body mass muscle?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be true, but yeah, Keon Coleman a dog, man.
He's legit, dude. He's absolutely fucking legit.
Yeah, him, Tez Walker, Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, this is gonna be a good receiver draft too.
Jalen Polk.
Yeah, Polk, the dude from LSU.
There's a lot of good.
Yeah,
neighbors.
Yeah, there's gonna be some dogs in this class for wideouts.
So I mean, I think the Cardinals kind of see that, and like, their two biggest weaknesses is like they need secondary and they need fucking weapons, and offense. Like, you could continue building the offensive line, although they do have one of the better offensive lines this year, which is fucking shocking.
All they really need is a center and a right guard. That's it.
Yeah, and last year or the last couple of years, what was our biggest complaint about the Cardinals? They don't have an offensive line. You know, Carlos out there running for his life, and now you give him an offensive line. And, like, the dude's ultra talented. The only knock on Kyler is that he's fucking a midget. You know what I mean? But he's got one of the strongest arms in the league, if not the strongest. You know, he's up there with Mahomes as far as arm talent. He's up there with athleticism. You know, he's the greatest high school quarterback in the history of Texas football, which says a lot about who he is. You know? So, I think the Cardinals kind of see that shit. Like, Jonathan Gannon, you know, I was very critical of the Cardinals hiring Jonathan Gannon. I thought it was a dog shit hire because the dude is goofy, bro. Like, he was goofy as shit when he first came in. But so was Sirianni, right? We criticized the Sirianni hiring. Dude looked like a fucking weirdo at this press conference. But Gannon, bro, these dudes play for him. Like,
they look like Adam Gase, look like he was high off cocaine.
Dude, the eyes all over the fucking place.
Talk about a dude getting a job because he coached one player. That was the craziest shit ever.
2 jobs.
Like how much better do you really make Peyton Manning?
0.
Another goofy guy too is oh my god, totally blanked on his name from Miami.
McDaniels.
Thank you. Yeah.
McDaniel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pretty goofy too.
That dude can't beat a good team though, dog. So until he does, so.
Yeah, but fuck him. He beat the shit out of my Broncos. He really went in the stands and called plays.
Hey, but bro, he can't beat a good team though. He hasn't beat a good team since like September of last year.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but how much of that is him versus the players on the field?
Well, he's the head coach. He's gonna get the blame no matter what.
Yeah.
And their bread and butter is their offense, and it ain't been looking too hot lately.
Nope. He's running out of plays, dude. All right, let's. Before we move on, Falcons. Or have you said that Arthur Smith probably fucking getting canned?
He should have got his ass tarmacked, honestly.
Whew, that's bold.
He has Drake London, Kyle Pitts.
He don't know how to use Kyle Pitts, dude. He does not know how, bro.
He don't know. He don't know how to get any one of those 3 the ball on a consistent basis.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bijan today.
And then when he did that press conference saying that Bijan is a great decoy, He commands a lot of attention. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, because you need to get him the ball. Like, and fire his ass. I don't want to hear nothing else about Arthur Smith.
He's a spoiled ass kid, bro. His dad fucking founded FedEx.
Yeah, his dad's a billionaire. I think football is just a hobby for him. But yeah, fire his ass. He got to go.
What do you think about the Falcons, Ben?
I mean, offensively, this team should be just destroying teams. Heineke was not great today. Ritter was not great today. I mean, both of them just struggled. And, obviously since Matt Ryan, you haven't seen a decent QB in there. They've got so many options. They've got Bijan. They've got Al Guerrero. They've got London, Pitts. It's just the sky's the limit with this offense. They can't do shit.
And they got a good O-line too.
You've got, both QBs put together 12 for 21 today.
And the play
21 attempts.
And the play calling does that offense no favors.
No, to go 70 yards. 94 yards. They had 3 sacks for 24, which put them at negative yardage or 24 yards.
The Lakers better not have lost to the sorry ass Trailblazers, bro.
LeBron didn't play though, Irv.
Oh, okay. So what was the score?
They won 116 to 110.
Okay.
Yeah. And defensively, don't they have like one of the best cornerbacks in the league?
Yeah. What's his face? Abrams.
Yeah. It's like this team should dominate.
No, they have the roster, dude. Like the roster is very talented, and like that's when you start blaming that. Because, dude, at the end of the day, like, it's easier to change a head coach than it is to change your entire roster. And if your roster is good, the head coach has to take the fall, right? So I definitely think Arthur Smith is I'm with Irv, dude. Like, I think he's got to go at this point.
I'm surprised he hasn't gone yet.
And, like, I understand, like, he doesn't have a quarterback. But, like, they could have went out and signed fucking Lamar Jackson. And Arthur Smith stood there and he was like, nah, Desmond Ritter's our guy. What? You chose Desmond Ritter over Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, Arthur Smith. This is a fruition. Your coach and your owner should never have the same first name.
I never saw it that way, but I think that like he's got to go, and I definitely think that the Falcons are a legit landing spot for Justin Fields, and I definitely think with that offense, like. He's a quarterback that could be a positive for that. I mean, he's definitely an upgrade over Heineke and Ritter. Yeah. Although I don't think Justin Fields is a franchise quarterback personally, but I definitely think he's an upgrade over them, and like they would be a playoff team with him.
How's that O-line?
They're a good O-line.
Top 8, top 10 O-line.
They got a legit left tackle in Jake Matthews. Obviously, I like they could use upgrades that pretty much every team could be better at the offensive line. That's one of the tougher positions in football.
Yeah,
because it's hard to get good depth there, and dudes get hurt all the time, so they drop like flies. You got to have a really good offensive line coach. But like the Falcon, dude, that division, the NFC South is so bad, dude. Mm-hmm. That is like that team should probably. Them and the Saints should be battling for the division, and like the Buccaneers are probably going to win that division with Baker Mayfield. You know what I mean? Like every coach in that division should lose their job because of that.
Yep.
Damn.
Like that's embarrassing, bro. Especially the Saints.
Yeah, Saints. Yeah, Dennis Allen, he definitely getting his ass king.
We'll get to the Saints though. Let's move on to we're just gonna skip over the Giants and Cowboys. There's literally nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about.
Besides, the only thing is what is it, 89 to 17 in the point differential between the total in the two games.
That's insane. Also, one other thing. What do you think about Tommy DeVito coming out and talking about he lives with his parents still?
Yeah, he's from Jersey. He loves it because he doesn't have to do anything. His laundry, he doesn't have to cook, he doesn't have to do chores.
You know your QB's ass when that.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's a grown man, bro.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Why would you come out and say that as a grown ass man?
Yeah,
Like,
let's see.
even
How
if I
old is
was still living with my mom and
he?
dad,
He's
I would keep that.
25.
Yeah, I would keep that to myself. You're an
Yeah.
NFL quarterback now, bro. Like
What do you
that
think
just
about that
goes-
shit?
that just goes to show that he should not be on the NFL roster.
Right, bro.
He has no responsibility.
I saw people on Twitter at halftime. They were like, "Oh, it's okay. DeVito's stoked because his mom's gonna bring him cookies at halftime."
That's awesome.
That's all bad though. Like, I'm with you, Irv. Like, why the fuck would you say that shit, dude?
Yeah, it's just certain shit you gotta keep to yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, just a atrocity. And I told you guys before we went on air, rookie quarterbacks, 9-point dogs or more since 2000, 20% against the spread. This year, 1-8 now, 1-8.
And let me guess, the one that covered it is probably CJ.
Tyson Badgett
Oh, the Bears guy. Yeah.
against the Saints last week.
Mm.
That was a one cover.
Damn.
CJ Stroud was a dog of 9 or more once. I was against the Baltimore Ravens, did not cover.
Oh yeah, they missed that damn. They missed like 3 field goals that game. They would have covered.
Yep. But CJ Stroud is him, dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to CJ soon. Very soon.
Tommy DeVito, QBR rating of 11.8.
Yeah, dude, he sucks, bro. He can barely throw a forward pass.
Yeah, and it's crazy too because he actually learned because he was supposed to throw a pick 6 today, but then when he dodged the sack, he looked again and saw the safety running down, and he just threw the ball away. So he's dog shit, but he's learning on the fly.
Yeah.
With that. Yeah, once Thomas got hurt, that game was a wrap. They could not the right side.
That line is so bad, dude.
Yeah, they just put Parsons and Hill on the right side after Thomas got hurt, and they got to pressure damn near every drop back or sack.
But I do think I know they're battling injuries and shit, but like, bro, one of my favorite futures of the year was they're all under 5.
Yeah.
Because I thought they overachieved last year, like beyond explanation, and like games they should have lost, they won. Similar to the Vikings, right? And here we are, and like Dable, like I like Brian Dable. I think he's a good offensive coach. I think he's a good offensive mind. But like, dude, that team sucks, dude. And you're right, Irv. Like, Brian Dable's probably gonna get another year because of all the injuries. They do have a lot of injuries on the offensive line and shit, so he has an excuse. But what's the excuse for the defense? Like, Wink Martindale is a great defensive coordinator.
Yeah. There's no excuse, and you actually have talent on your defense outside of the secondary, which is high. You got talent everywhere else. Well, even because the 2 safeties aren't bad. It's just Nadore Jackson isn't bad. He's your only good corner, so everybody else get picked on. So
and then Thibodeau has been like not. I can't even remember the last time I heard his name on a broadcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he had a couple pressures there, but that didn't make a difference. But yeah, they got Thibodeau, they got Dexter Lawrence, they got BJ Ojolari, they got Dabo, you got 1 more year to get it together, or they're gonna pack your ass up too. You're gonna be a career OC like Brian McDaniel, what's his name? Brian McDaniels, Josh McDaniels. Yeah, he probably gonna be a career OC like him because you might not be head coaching nobody else, bro.
Yeah, I agree. I think this might be his one opportunity, dude.
And they should have drafted. I don't care what nobody said. They should have drafted a quarterback last year.
They shouldn't have paid fucking
$40 million.
Giraffe neck, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what made them do that.
So I got a question too. Like, why do we have Tommy DeVito in when you have Jacob Eason and you have Matt Barkley as your 4th and 5th quarterback?
They signed Barkley like last week, dude. So
okay,
I think
I'd rather have Eason than Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, I think this is DeVito's last week starting.
Yeah,
and I think Tyrod out for like 6 weeks or something like that, right?
Yeah, he can't stay healthy, bro.
Yeah, so that's his only knock on him because he's a good NFL QB.
Yeah,
so I'd rather have Tyrod Taylor than Geno Smith if we're keeping it funky.
I'd rather have Tyrod Taylor than fucking Daniel Jones 100 days out of the week, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking, dude. Daniel Jones sucks, bro. Like,
Yeah.
when they paid him, I was like, bro, like, they didn't win games because of him last year, and you're paying that dude $40 million? Why? Like, for what? Because it's the going rate for quarterback. Yeah, for good quarterbacks.
Yeah, all because you got money don't mean you spend it.
Yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? All right, let's move on to the next game. We had Lions at Chargers. Lions closed 2.5-point favorites. 3, depending on where you got it. Total was 48. Flew over. Total final score is 41-38. So if you got 2.5, congratulations. If you got 3, sorry for the push. Shout out Ben.
Yep, I had the push.
But man, the Lions are legit, bro. Like, this might be a bona fide Super Bowl contender, and it's crazy to say that about the Detroit Lions, bro.
Yeah. This was a fun fucking game to watch. I think this was one of my favorite games of the week.
With Jared Goff at QB.
Hey, he's gotten a lot better, dude.
Yeah, he has. Shout out to Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, man.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't looked this good since the year the Rams made it to the Super Bowl, and then they laid an all-time clunker, 13-3.
All-time clunker.
And he threw that interception in the fourth quarter. The over-under on that game was 48, bro. That game didn't even get the fucking 20 on the over-under. I mean, on the total score. But shout out to Jared Goff, man. He's looking good. He has the weapons. As long as he doesn't turn the ball over, the sky's the limit for this team, man.
Also,
the defense. Go ahead.
Before, real quick, shout out to USC Trojan Amon-Ra St. Brown becoming a bona fide, legit #1 wide receiver.
Yeah, I don't know how he slipped to the 4th or 5th round.
Yep.
Shout out to those NFL scouts that didn't draft him, but shout out to Mark Dickens too. He said Amon-Ra was his #1 wideout coming out in that draft. But yeah, that's when I guess people pay too much attention to 40 times. But yeah, the Detroit, the defense is bend but don't break. So as long as they're not giving up a bunch of points.
I mean, they gave up a bunch of points tonight, but they scored a ton of points.
Yeah, but they scored. But if they run up against Baltimore, a team like that would really concern me because that's the only bad performance that they had. But who's the Baltimore of the NFC? But only better, and that's the San Francisco 49ers. So I think a team like that would be a bad match. Well, they don't have the quarterback that the Ravens got, but
I was going to say, because the Niners' problem is they can't play from behind, dude.
Yeah, but what's the chances of them getting that far behind where they can't? Yeah.
But that's the thing is, like, against good teams, like, we don't – I mean, I know they went on the road against Jacksonville today.
Against the Niners, you got to get out to a fast start, and you got to take the lead early. If you don't do that, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're going to let you do that shit. Bosa and Chase Young, that shit looked unfair today.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then to have Hargrave in there too. And Armstead.
Yeah, I mean the secondary's trash, so they better get to the quarterback very quickly because if they don't,
and they are.
But that's my problem. But that's my issue is like when you got
the thing with the Niners secondary, you can't play a lot of man coverage because the safeties aren't bad. The safeties are damn good. It's just the two corners aren't great. And for some reason, their defensive coordinator been dialing up a lot of man-to-man and zero blitzes.
Yep.
And he didn't do that today. And look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think they took we're going to get to them. Yeah. Let's focus on Detroit and the Chargers. Detroit's definitely a bona fide contender, though, especially if they're a 1 seed, which they definitely have a shot at, dude. They have the easiest remaining schedule in the NFL. This was like their toughest game remaining.
So I'm gonna pull.
Damn! So it's a chance they could go 14-2, 14 and 15-2.
They very well could if they run the table.
Detroit has 2 games against the Bears left, 2 games against the Vikings left. They have the Packers, the Saints, the Broncos, and then 1 against the Cowboys.
They could win all those games except for the Cowboys. So
the Cowboys is their toughest game remaining, dude.
Yeah, so literally they could win 7 of their last 8 games?
Yeah.
13-3, yeah.
They could very well be the #1 seed in the NFC.
Yeah.
And they play really well at home, too.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. They're real good at home. So if they do get home field advantage, that could definitely play a big factor in who's representing the NFC in the Super Bowl. But
They could very well be represent. They could very well be in the Super Bowl, bro.
damn, so the top 4 in the NFC is the Eagles. Who would have thought?
Lions.
The Lions?
Eagles have the Chiefs, Bills, Niners, Cowboys, Seahawks, Giants, Cardinals.
The Eagles have a tough schedule. They got a
Gotta
tough
love
schedule.
that. Gotta love that first place schedule.
Because in the NFC, you really have the Lions, the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Niners, and then you got everybody else.
Niners
everybody
got a
else.
pretty easy
Damn.
schedule going forward too, though.
They do,
Bucks,
got-
Seahawks, 2 against the Seahawks. They do have the Eagles,
but you're
Then they
probably
have the
going to lose
Cardinals.
one of the Seahawks games.
the Cardinals, the Ravens, the Commanders. I don't know if they lose
Nah,
one of
not with the way
Seahawks
Gino
games.
playing. I don't think
You're going to lose the Cardinals game, too.
that could be it.
They're not gonna lose the Cardinals game.
Ben, you told me the Niners are going 17-0.
Barring injury, yeah.
Ben said this, or we went through the whole schedule. He said Niners are going 17-0.
I said
On
the
the
Niners
show,
could win every
on
game.
I got it on
And I
wax
said
too.
I said the Niners could win every game. They could have won the Browns game. They should have won the Vikings game. They could have won the Bengals game.
You guys got
Yeah,
blown the
Ben,
fuck out by
I'm-
the Bengals.
I'm not gonna clown him too bad because they literally
Yeah, because we had Debo,
they literally could be undefeated right now
CMC hurt.
and have
He
a
played
chance
but hurt,
to
but
win the rest of their game because
Yeah.
pretty much when they're on, they're that damn good. So
But they can't play from
I see
behind.
that.
That's their problem.
yeah, but when do they actually have to play from behind? The thing about it
Against
is,
good teams.
I wouldn't even say they can't play from behind. It's just the fact that Purdy can't make those dumbass throws.
Bro,
When he
he
plays,
got
Mike
lucky
or
today.
Kyle
yeah,
Shanahan.
yeah,
Kyle Shanahan's like 1 in 18 in his career playing from behind as a head coach.
I get it, but I'm saying like if Purdy just plays within the system and not try to do too much, it's hard to beat that team, man.
No, I agree. I mean, I think the Niners are hella talented for sure. But now, like, the Lions are up there with them, dude.
Bro, imagine if they get a quarterback.
But they're not. Brock Purdy's their guy.
Now I haven't extended them yet.
It doesn't. They're extending him, bro. They traded Trey Lance, a guy they traded like 3 draft picks up to get.
They don't give it that. When you running when an organization has that type of talent, add the free agents that they add, whatever they get in the draft is a plus, honestly, because they ran
I mean,
like
they
a
can't
well-oiled
keep.
machine.
They can't keep signing. I mean, they got no money. That's what I'm saying. Like Chase Young is
Man,
gone,
bro,
dude. He's gone at the
the-
end of the year, bro.
The NFL salary cap is a myth, bro.
It is, but it does, but it does end up being the Rams. You know, the Rams are fucking in shambles.
What the
now.
Rams was doing, they was selling high and buying even higher. The Niners not doing that.
Yeah, but it does catch up to you at some way. The Saints, it's
But the-
catching up to them.
Yeah,
It's
but
catching
I
up
don't
to
think
the
it's gonna catch up
Rams.
to the Niners the way it caught up to those other guys because all their core guys are locked up.
They are, but again, you even admitted yourself, like they don't have like a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I'm saying, but they could get one.
How?
You
Those
said
guys, they don't
you
become
said
available.
You said Justin Fields could go for a 3rd rounder. If Kirk Cousins could come back from that Achilles, he has about 3 or 4 years.
Oh,
left.
you're actually probably right, dude. The Niners probably signed Kirk Cousins because fucking
Yeah, so-
Shanahan has a love affair with him.
Yeah, they could get Kirk Cousins. They can.
They got Darnold though. Like dude, I'm telling you right now, if Sam Darnold played, the Niners probably
Bro,
don't lose a single game.
Stop your love of Sam Darnold.
Dog,
I get-
Darnold
I
is
get-
him, dude.
I get he's an ex-Trojan and he was him in college, but
Bro,
he hasn't
he's
been-
never had a good coach though. He's
Yeah, I
never
know
had a
what
good
I'm saying.
coach. He's never had good
hasn't been
talent.
him. He hasn't been him in the NFL, and I
But-
think the Niners are scared to give him a shot because if he goes in there,
He's gonna
and ball
ball
out.
out. And then there's
It's
gonna be a
gonna be-
QB controversy.
there's gonna be no more Brock Purdy. But we'll see. I just think the Niners is gonna be a
Bro,
team to be.
Darnold
reckoned
got
with.
drafted by fucking Adam Gase, dude. Like
that was
the
messed
cards
up.
were dealt against him from the fucking start.
I don't know, man. I just don't see the Niners falling off anytime soon. And honestly,
You're probably
honestly, I
right.
think-
Like I'm not saying that they're trash. I'm just saying like the Lions are legit, dude. And like
Yeah,
the Lions are only gonna
super
get
legit,
better.
but I'm thinking the more Chase Young gets, the more winning they do. I don't think Chase Young gonna lead the Niners. I know I would
he-
personally.
Dude, he's gonna if he like because today he looked better than he did all year with Washington, and it's easy to when you have Bosa on the other side. That's like we knew getting Chase Young was going to be good for him because, like, it's going to open up a lot of one-on-one opportunities. And he's going to get a bag from somewhere, dude. And there's no way the Niners can afford – I don't care how much of a myth the salary cap is. You can't afford 2 defensive ends and Hargrave getting paid as much as they do, dude. It's just – it's impossible.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I think once you get a taste of winning, at the end of the day –
he ain't playing for pennies, bro.
Yeah, but do you think Bosa restructures?
No. Bosa literally said, I want to be the most expensive – I want to be the highest paid defensive player in the league.
Yeah,
or else he wasn't going to come to camp.
All they would have to do is just convert signing bonus to this, to that. I don't know, man. I think if Chase Young continues to win, it's going to be hard for him to lead the Niners, honestly.
Especially coming from a dog shit organization like he was in.
Because
to a well-run
okay, let's just look at this situation. The Niners win out and win the Super Bowl, and they go to Chase Young.
They're not winning the Super Bowl.
I'm just saying if they do. This is a hypothetical. They win the Super Bowl. They go to Chase Young, offer him 3 years, $75 million, like a Chandler Jones type deal, or a what's the old boy that just got a Montez Sweat.
Yeah, but then the Cardinals are going to come in and they're going to be like, bro, let me tell you something. Give you.
See, then if it's anywhere near the same ballpark between the Cardinals and the Niners,
Cardinals are going to be. I'm telling you right now, the Cardinals are going to win a Super Bowl in 3 years.
I don't know. I would stay a Niner. It depends on the deal. Now, I'm pretty sure they could offer Chase Young 3 years, 75, 4 years, 80. You know,
I don't know, Irv. Like, dude, how they got to pay Brock Purdy too.
The salary cap is going up higher and higher and higher every year, bro. And they don't have a bunch of dudes that they got to go out and give big money to.
Bro, they got they got the highest paid guys that aren't quarterbacks. Like they literally.
Bosa was the only last one to get a big
Debo Samuel's Debo Samuel's one of the highest paid wide receivers. Christian McCaffrey is one of the highest paid running backs.
They haven't gave him a new deal yet. That's still the Panthers.
Yeah, but he's still one of the. I'm pretty sure he's probably the highest paid running back in the league. Can we look that up? Someone look, Ben. Can you look that up? I'm pretty sure the Niners literally have the highest paid tackle in Trent Williams. They have the highest paid defensive player in Nick Bosa.
They still gonna be able to spend money. They had all that last year and added Vernon Hargraves. Or whatever the fuck. I mean,
no. The benefit of having Brock Purdy as their quarterback is the fact that like he's only getting paid $900,000, dude. There's Google fucking guys getting paid more than him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I don't know. I think Chase Young might be on the Niners a little bit longer than what we expect.
I don't know, dude. We'll see.
Christian McCaffrey, highest paid.
I'm pretty sure he's the highest paid running back for sure.
He is. 16 mil a year.
Yeah, dude. Bro, they can't keep this up.
But he's not. His next
26 though.
Yeah, see.
Hold on, what's 26?
He's through 2026.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he's the highest paid running back right now. Then you have Nick Bosa, who's the highest paid defensive player. Then you have Debo Samuel, who's like definitely top 3 highest paid wide receivers in football.
No, I think he's top 5 now.
You got George Kittle, who's one of the top paid tight ends. Like every position, they have like one of the top paid players.
AJ Brown is not paid.
Debo is 7th.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. He fell out because AJ got paid.
Tyreek, Devontae, Cooper, AJ.
But Tyreek deserves that money because Tyreek's the one wide receiver in the league that literally changes total defensive schemes.
Debo's 20. Okay, so it says free agency 2026 void. What does the void mean?
So I mean, he either has a player option or it's a team option.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's Debo and McCaffrey are void.
I mean, they probably won't be on the team by 2026.
Let's see. Tight end, Kittle's 3rd.
See what I'm saying? Got like top 10 in every position, bro. Trent Williams is the highest paid left tackle. I know that for a fact.
Hold on. Left tackle. No, he's 3rd.
Who's higher paid than him?
Laramie Tunsil and
Tunsil gets paid more than him?
Yeah.
Andrew Thomas is making more than fucking
Tunsil is 25 a year.
Hey,
Thomas 23.
Who the fuck is the Giants GM, dude? That motherfucker needs to be fired.
Okay, who else we got? We got edge rusher.
Bosa's definitely number one.
Bosa's number one. Randy
Hargrave's
Gregory is way down there, but he's the next Niner.
Well, Denver's paying most
Then-
of his deal, so you ain't got to worry about him.
yeah.
Chase Young. Chase Young's only making 8.6.
Yeah, he's still on his rookie deal.
Yeah, so next year you probably double that to about 16, 17 million. Yeah, he's staying with the Niners.
I don't know, Irv. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I mean, the Niners got talent, bro.
They're gonna keep talent. Chase Young gonna be a Niner.
How do we go from the Lions and Chargers to fucking arguing about the Niners fucking
Because
salary
we brought
cap?
up Chase Young.
Well,
I know.
I'm just saying the Lions are a legit contender.
We were
Yeah,
talking about
NFC
schedule,
playoffs
yeah.
are gonna be very, very interesting. Damn. So,
And honestly, the Eagles haven't looked that good. Like, I don't know how they
Yeah.
only have one loss.
damn. So that means whoever gets the 1 seed gets to avoid those other 3 teams to the NFC Championship game. That might be the way to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the Lions are probably going to get the 1 seed because they have
Yeah.
the easiest schedule.
Yeah, Lions and Niners have the easy schedule. Let's
But
see
the Niners got to
Eagles.
play the Eagles, so that's a must
Yeah.
win for y'all, honestly, man.
Yeah,
And then
Let's see
the
what's
Niners have
the
to play
Eagles.
the Eagles in the regular season already. They got to play them in next week, right, Ben?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's a must win because
the
whoever
third.
wins that game probably
Wolves.
has the inside track of getting the number 1 seed outside of the
Yeah,
Lions.
and the Niners cried all offseason. Oh, if Brock Purdy didn't get hurt, we would have won the
And
game.
you gotta think about it too.
Well,
the
they
Lions
would have
gotta
won
play-
that game.
the
Yeah,
Lions
well, now
gotta
you got to
play
show.
Cowboys.
Now you got to show it, and you know the Eagles are fucking out there.
See,
They're
Eagles
like,
got 4 tough weeks coming up. Holy shit! You've got the Chiefs, you've got the Bills, you got the Niners, and then the Cowboys.
Damn, that's crazy. The top 4 teams in NFC all play each other. Oh, well, play the other top team.
except for the Lions.
Niners play the Eagles and the Cowboys play
The Lions.
Lions. Now, when the Lions and the Cowboys play, who's at home?
I think the Lions, right, Ben?
Whoever's at home is winning that game.
I don't know because the Lions play good indoors, dude.
That's true too. Damn, I didn't think about that. But the Lions suck in Texas. I don't think they ain't won a game in Texas since I've been alive.
Well, they should have won that playoff game. That was a
lost.
joke that the officiating in that fucking game.
Look it up, Ben. I don't think the Lions have won a game in Texas since I've been alive.
Well, Irv, the Lions have sucked for most of our lives. Dude.
They had Barry Sanders.
The Lions have sucked for like
No excuses.
the Lions have sucked for like basically
Herbert
my
Moore.
entire life. They had like 2 good years.
Against Dallas in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, this podcast can go on for like 3 hours, dude. We haven't even got to the morning games yet.
2 weeks from now, y'all gonna hate me
Why?
because Shohei Ohtani might be a Dodger in 2
No,
weeks.
he's not. dog.
Ah.
I can't wait till he's not a Dodger so I could fucking.
Nah, there's only one other team I can see him signing with, and that's the Mariners.
They have beat Dallas in 2011
Oh, damn.
at Dallas,
And,
and then
and this
06.
this Detroit team plays well as long as it's indoors or in warm weather.
Mm. Damn, nice.
Well, it's yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, this Lions team's legit, bro.
Well, we got to bet. If Ohtani signs with the Dodgers, y'all got to buy me an Ohtani jersey.
Bro,
It's just me. If he signs
all,
with the
all I
Giants,
know
you're
is
buying me a Giants jersey.
all
so-
I know is that if Ohtani doesn't sign with the Dodgers, dude, you're gonna need to block me
Oh, no. I'm going to
Because-
face the music.
because you've been telling me for a year and a half, dude.
Yep.
Ohtani's gonna be a Dodger. Ohtani's gonna be a Dodger.
And it's all lining up.
I mean, he very well could. I don't know,
You
but
check all the boxes.
we're
And-
talking. We're talking football. We'll talk some baseball at the end. We'll talk some baseball at the end. Houston at Cincinnati. Houston closed 5.5 point dogs. Ben didn't want to believe me in AK. We told
No.
him Texans were the right side. Total is 45.5, went over. Hell of a fucking game. CJ Stroud is a top 5 quarterback in the league right now. Period. I don't care. Dude is top 4 in yards. He is him, bro. He is him. He just outdueled Joe fucking Burrow in Burrow's home and won the fucking game 30-27. Houston is legit. D'Amico Ryans was a fucking home run hire. I don't know what else to say, dude. The Texans.
Yeah, but if Noah Brown goes down, Texans are fucked.
No, they're not because they got Tank
No,
Dell.
they don't. No, they got Tank Dell. They got Collins. He didn't play today. Nah, Texans is good, man.
Noah Brown was
all
just
they
like
really
every
need
single
is
time.
all they really need is a couple more pieces on defense and a couple of O linemen. That's it. Everything else they got. They got the running back. They got the quarterback. They could probably get another bona fide number one wide receiver because they don't have. They got some good tools right now. If they get a number one wide out,
Well,
damn,
also, Irv, their best defensive player hasn't even played. Derek Stingley Jr.
And yeah, see, yeah, Texans is set up, man. And I wanted what's name to be the Broncos head coach so bad.
Yeah, but y'all threw the bag at fucking Peyton.
No, remember we was gonna hire him before Peyton became available. He chose to go home, which I don't blame him.
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
CJ does have to hold on to the ball though. 3 turnovers today.
Well, he don't really turn the ball over like that. I think these
It's
are the most
one
turnovers
game,
he had
yeah.
all year.
Yeah.
He only has 2 interceptions on the entire year.
Yeah.
Oh no, I know. Yeah.
He's
also
he's him, bro.
If you're Cincinnati, how worried are you right now
About what?
about that division?
I mean,
Nah,
the
because
You're,
if the
you're not
playoffs
in a
start
playoff
today,
spot, right?
division's out of their grasp, bro.
Yeah.
But if the playoffs start today, wouldn't 3 of those teams be in the playoffs from the NFC North? AFC
No,
North?
Bengals are out.
Cincinnati's out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I mean, I think Pittsburgh's in a decline.
Yeah, what's their schedule looking like? Because as long as they got Burrow, I don't see them not making the playoffs.
Let's
the
see.
Steelers are
Cincy's
definitely gonna fucking fall out, man.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But I mean, they're the only team ahead of them that I think they can pass.
Texans are in the playoffs right now, though.
Yeah, you've got the Ravens next week, which is a very tough game for them. The Steelers, who are somehow winning.
The Ravens are legit, but it just sucks because last week I sat here and I was like, oh, the Ravens are the best team in the league, and then they fucking lose to the Browns at home.
Then you got the Steelers, then the Jags, then the Colts, Vikings.
The Steelers suck, dude. The Steelers should be 3-6, not 6-3.
Yeah, Steelers again, but again, they're winning the fucking game somehow. The Chiefs and then the Browns.
Steelers cheat. It's the only way to explain it. Bro, they haven't outgained an opponent all year, dog. How are you 6-3 and you haven't outgained an opponent in yardage all year?
You get defensive turnovers with points.
That is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But okay,
insanity.
even say they split the Steelers. They're not going to beat the Chiefs. They're going to have a hell of a time playing the Browns. You know, that's 3 more losses there. They might lose to the Jags and then the Ravens. So, you know, a potential 4 to 5 more losses right there.
Well, the Jaguars are a little fraudulent because while they have Lawrence, I think Trevor Lawrence, I think the world of him. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league. However, their offensive line is very suspect, and their defense, aside from their pass rush, is pretty weak. Trayvon Walker and Josh Allen. Jaguars give me a little concern because honestly, I think the Texans are the best team in the AFC South. I'm not saying that because
I still think they're a year away.
I'm not, dude. Like, the Texans have a better defense, in my opinion, especially when Stingley gets healthy. They got better skill players. Like, that's the thing with the Jaguars is, like, Calvin Ridley Jr., like, what? He's been non-existent, dude.
Calvin Ridley's a hell of a fucking wide receiver. So
he's been non-existent, man. He's too busy dialing up parlays.
Nah, it's just, I don't know why T-Law don't look his way a lot. It's like
he did it in the beginning, and he was like he was trying to force it.
Yeah, he only looks his way in like the first half for some reason. But I get it. I just think, man, with what they found in CJ, if they build this roster just a little bit more, they is easily the class of that division for the next 5 to 10 years.
It's going to be a fight in that division between the two.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because the Jaguars are going to get better too. And
Yeah.
T-Law is him, bro. T-Law is great.
Is.
The Browns have
Colts in Tennessee are going to be fucking just.
The Browns have a phenomenal defense, dude. And Myles Garrett might be the best player overall in the NFL. Like how we looked at Aaron Donald for like the last 6-7 years. I think Myles Garrett might be surpassing him. But man, I still like. I know the Ravens are 7-3, bro, but the Ravens to me are still the best team in the AFC, dude. That defense is legit. I know they lost today, dude, but they led the game for fucking 59 minutes and 20 seconds and still managed to lose on a wild ass pick six. By the way, like it was a crazy fucking pick six.
Lamar needed to poop and he didn't go take a timeout to go take a shit. So.
Well, it's funny because the Browns lost that game against the Seahawks because of a fucking crazy ass pick six that went off a dude's helmet, and they won the game today on that shit. So it was like the universe kind of balancing things out. But I mean, like when I look at the AFC, like the Chiefs, their offense still hasn't clicked, right? Like their offense still sucks. Fucking Travis Kelce's in Argentina, fucking at his girlfriend's fucking concert. Like, I don't know. Like, tell me that's not a distraction, dude. Bro, I know it's his bye week, but he's in Argentina on a Friday night, and they got a game next week.
Bye week.
I mean, it's their bye week.
I get it, but like, dude, I honestly like.
His brother was in fucking Detroit today, or no, in Chicago on Thursday. Doing
his brother's in the
commentary.
His brother's in the States, dude. He's in Argentina.
Fucking, dude, they fucking fly. He's got a private jet that he's flying out there. Come on,
bro.
He was out there for less than 24 hours.
Travis Kelce, he busy being a celebrity now, bro. It's going to his head. It's going to his head.
No, you putting too much on that one.
If
bro.
anything,
I'm telling y'all, bro. He's going to his head.
He was at practice all damn week.
Hey,
you leave on Friday.
He got more followers on Instagram than fucking Patrick Mahomes does. Mahomes is like, bro, I'm the fucking quarterback of this team. I'm the best player in the league. You got more followers than me? Come on, no.
They don't maybe
Mahomes should have got a divorce and date Taylor Swift.
Nah, because dude, Mahomes' wife is like best friends with Taylor Swift all of a sudden. Bro, distractions might be taking over the Chiefs.
They gotta keep but honestly,
she fucking loves that shit because
we gotta have a powwow. They can't allow a sex offender to be in that stadium. Mahomes' brother, he gotta go.
I thought that it got dropped.
Oh, they dropped the charges?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, bro, he's still a sexual predator. He can't be in the stadium.
Bro, I don't know the whole backstory of this shit, but
what's his first name?
You ever see that video?
Jackson Mahomes.
He was like, if you was a real black man, they wouldn't have let you out.
That's fucked up. For real. That's fucked up. Bro, like, dude, the Chiefs, bro, their offense hasn't looked good all year, dude. Like, and they got the best fucking quarterback on the planet. Bro, Mahomes is white. Like, Mahomes is out here with his kids, dude. He's babysitting while fucking his wife is out with Taylor Swift. His tight end is fucking out in Argentina with Taylor Swift, fucking partying and shit.
That has nothing to do with the game. He was at practice the whole week. His weekend. He can do what he wants.
It's crazy, bro. I personally, I think the Ravens are the best team in the AFC.
As long as he reports back Monday or Tuesday, everything is good.
Charges have not been dropped. The initial hearing was scheduled for Thursday, but it was canceled.
Okay, so yeah, he can't be at the stadium. He has charges pending.
Yeah, they don't need no fucking TikTok dancer there, bro. What the fuck? Y'all seen that new TikTok trend of the Jack Harlow song?
Hey, you've got a fucking podcast to do. You can't be on TikTok. You can't be looking at influencers all during the week. And
bro, that's different than going to fucking Argentina, bro.
You got shit to do.
That's different than going to Argentina.
You got multiple shows a week. You got research.
Bro, I could
You
do a
got
show from
producing.
Argentina. Can Travis Kelsey play an
You gotta
NFL game
cut
in
up
Argentina?
videos. You gotta
Yeah.
add to the YouTube. You gotta.
Come on.
Our
Bro, I'm
Instagram
telling you, dude, the
page.
fame is going to his head,
But
dog.
what are you doing? What are you doing on TikTok?
The fame is going to Kelsey's head, bro.
Uh,
I'm telling y'all right now, bro.
oh, man.
Hey, if I gave you a free $1,000 roll right now, if I give you each $1,000, who would you put it on to win the Super Bowl right now? We already know Ben's answer.
Mm-hmm.
The Niners,
I
which is
gotta be
wrong.
honest.
Who would you put on, Irv?
I don't even want to say it, but damn, I would have to put it on Baltimore.
That's what I'm saying. I think Baltimore's the best team in the league. I agree.
But nah, if they
But
play,
clutch time.
if they play the Niners though, woo, that'd be a hell of a Super Bowl.
That'd be a great game. That'd be a great game. But
They
And the
fucking
Ravens
dog
gotta
walk
get past my
Detroit.
homeboys. Woo.
yeah, but if Baltimore's at home,
Yeah.
the NFC's tough, dude. I mean, I'm sorry, the AFC, NFC's tough, but the AFC is like, because you got Mahomes, right? Mahomes is the best quarterback on the fucking planet for sure.
But his tight end is
Well,
too
and
high in the clouds right now, flying back and forth.
but this is the thing, Ben, is like their offense hasn't looked good all year, dude. Their defense is winning them games, week in and week out.
It's crazy how those receivers are just not doing what they're supposed to.
Rasheed Rice has been showing up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Pacheco's been showing up.
But no way, dude has a case, right? Didn't he put his hands on his girlfriend or something? Ross?
Who?
Justin Ross or whatever his name is.
Nah. He that fool's an idiot.
Yeah.
But
'Cause I know he was looking good in preseason. And for some reason, Mahomes just don't throw Sky Moore the ball.
it's crazy. But the offense is just like that's their weakness, dude. If it wasn't for their defense, dog, that team would be like fucking like 500 right now. That defense is balling out. But to be fair, they drafted a lot of defense in the last couple of years. George Karlaftis has been great. Nick Lofton has been great.
They also haven't played too difficult of teams.
They played a good schedule. But their offense is definitely not where
They've
it
beat
needs
the
to
Bears, the Jets, the Vikings, the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Dolphins.
Lost to the Broncos, too. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Broncos.
be. Mahomes had the flu, though.
Not a hard schedule.
But that's my point, dude. Is like the Chiefs aren't there, dude. And then their tight ends in Argentina fucking...
Hush. Man,
Anything he's gonna play
Yeah,
better because
so-
he's getting
Yeah,
fucking
it sound
lucky.
like Scrooge. Bah humbug.
Yeah, he just wants to be with Taylor.
Hey, to be
That's the
honest,
thing.
dude, he only shows up when Taylor's in attendance all of a sudden.
All right, let's move on to something else.
We're talking about Taylor way too
Yeah,
much.
man. I'm starting to get flashbacks of her on the screen every 10 seconds when she got the lead.
Bro, I'm
Doing
just
chest
saying, like,
bumps.
we gotta start looking at this a little deeper. But Irv and I are on the same, like, we both agree that Baltimore is probably the best team in the AFC.
Yeah, because the Lions are looking like the best team in NFC, and they got demolished by the Ravens. So
Demolished. And honestly, it looked like the Ravens were gonna demolish the Browns today, but
yeah,
what a fucking comeback by the Browns. Let's move on to that game. Cleveland wins 33-31, closes at -6. Ravens total was 39, goes way over 33-31. Deshaun Watson actually, had a great game for once. And I know the stats don't really show it, 20 of 34, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, but he led a fucking drive for them to win the game. Which, if I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, I'm very stoked on. Lamar Jackson, 13-23, 223 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Like I said, the pick 6 where the Browns ended up winning the game on, a little fluky, fucking bounced off a dude's fucking helmet. Went in. I don't know how the fuck that happened. Ball was up in the air for like a minute, dude, and it ended up being a pick 6. It was a crazy fucking ending, dude. The Ravens led the game 59 minutes and 20 seconds and ended up losing.
first team in history, probably be the last too.
Yep. All the teams, Baltimore Ravens are actually up there amongst the teams that have the fewest amount of minutes trailing in games, and they're 7-3. All the other teams, top 5, were 10-0 at this point in the season. So, I do think I personally I think the Ravens are the best team in the league. AFC and NFC. I think they're the team to beat. I think Lamar Jackson is one of the best fucking players in all of football. I think the defense is pretty legit. I just, it was a crazy game, dude. It was a division game. These kind of things happen. I'm not going to put a ton into it.
The only thing I got to say on that is that for this, Baltimore being the best team, they got to stay healthy because this is around that time every year where they start to get hurt.
Well, Ben, that's the funny thing is they're starting to get healthy. They haven't been healthy all year.
They gotta stay healthy.
And now they're getting healthy.
Yep.
I think that's the thing. And Keith Mitchell has been real, he's stepped up, and Gus Edwards has been great at running back. I like I said, this game was it's crazy, bro. It's the NFL, bro. Bruh. But it's the NFL, man. Things change week to week. Things happen. This was a crazy game, bro. You could have simulated this game 100 times. And I guarantee it doesn't end like this, dude. This was a crazy, crazy ending, dude.
I don't know. We watched a lot of those Madden simulations over COVID,
we did.
Those were some fucking crazy ass games. So
we did. This was wild though too. This is one of those simulations where you're like, this would never happen in real life. Yeah. And it ended up happening.
Yep. You see the camera angle shift before he even catches the ball as it's up in the air for 10 seconds.
Yep.
Oh fuck, they intercepted it.
Damn it. This was one of those games though. It's just you gotta throw it. If you're the Ravens, you just have to throw it out the window, dude.
Yeah.
You were up 17-3. You probably should have won this game. There's a lot of things you could have done differently, but you just toss this shit out the window and you move on to the next week.
See, but that's something I think you gotta make sure that they actually do though, is that they don't dwell on this game. Because if they dwell on this game,
you're right.
That could be.
Who do they have next week, Ben?
I'm just pulling that up right now. Baltimore next week is the Bengals.
Ooh. At Baltimore or in Cincy?
At Baltimore.
They probably beat the brakes off Cincy.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd feel a lot more confident if Cincy won this week, but bro.
Yeah. Yep. Since he's coming off a bad loss.
Yeah. Both coming off losses.
Yeah.
That's still gonna be a big game. What is it? Is it a Sunday night game, Ben?
Yeah, 5:15.
Sunday night game. That's gonna be a hell of a fucking game, bro.
Well, they have two.
What's the line right now?
Wait, is it? No, it's Thursday.
Oh, it's a Thursday game?
It's Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, give me the Ravens all day. What's the line right now? 3.5?
Let me see. Baltimore minus 3.5.
Damn, I'm fucking good. Yeah, give me the Ravens, dude. I think the Ravens smoked the fucking Bengals. I don't think the Bengals are that good. Outside of Burrow and offensive line's mid. Defense is very suspect. I like the Ravens,
offense
bro.
Can be so fucking strong though. It can be.
Man,
when you've got Chase, Mixon, Higgins,
yeah, but Baltimore is
tight end.
Baltimore is good, dude.
Boyd going no, I don't disagree with that at all. I'm just saying
I love this Baltimore team, bro.
Bengals can be really good.
Ever since I became an Orioles fan, I've also become a lightweight Ravens fan by default.
That's a little weird, but okay.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm all bullshit aside, dude. I agree with Irv. If somebody gave me $1,000 free roll to put on a future in NFL Super Bowl, I'd probably throw it on the Ravens. Ravens or Lions.
May it be the Ravens or the Niners.
Because you don't like money, like throwing it down the drain.
Nah, I just think I just gotta give credit where credit is due. I ain't never really liked them as an organization, as a team, but
Well, I bet on the Niners last year to win the Super Bowl, and that shit fucking.
That's why he's bitter, and so
Purdy got hurt. So
Yeah, Purdy got hurt. They probably would have lost that game regardless.
yeah, you never know.
you had
But
fucking Josh Johnson.
not
throwing,
having Purdy
like-
made him lose it 100%.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. Like, Purdy's healthy. I don't know how it goes, but definitely losing him was definitely not the fucking.
Well, we'll see when they play each other in a couple weeks.
They would have lost to the Chiefs, though, in the Super Bowl regardless.
Maybe. Yeah, it's hard to beat my homeboy.
Yeah. But now that Taylor Swift's in the picture, it's a lot different.
Here we go. Damn, I think you more obsessed with Taylor Swift than NFL is.
Yeah.
No, I'm just over Taylor Swift, bro. And, like, the Chiefs are going to get the Taylor Swift jinx, dude.
When you going to a Taylor Swift concert?
Never.
I've already
Fucking
been to
never,
a
dude.
Taylor Swift concert.
Damn. Ben,
Hey,
you been to a
hey,
Taylor
like Taylor
Swizzle
Swift?
concert, bro?
I went to a Swift concert with a chick. So
Paige don't like Taylor Swift?
No, bro. Paisley listens to fucking jazz, Beyonce. She's cultured, bro. Her mom's black.
Okay.
She don't listen to no fucking Taylor Swift, bro.
Does she listen to
She does
A-Ball?
listen to Doja Cat, though, so I guess that's just as bad.
Does she listen to A-Ball and MJG?
Nah, she should. Her mom ain't that black.
What about wanna be a baller?
Nah, like I said, her mom ain't that black. Her mom's half Filipino, dude. You gotta remember that.
Well, when I meet her, I'll put her on some of my music.
I tried to put her on some of my music. She's not into it, dude. She's all into R&B and K-pop, bro.
Hey, he's gonna be walking around the house singing "Hit 'Em Up."
Nah, she all about bro. Come on, man.
Oh man.
If she was into my music, she'd be listening to, like, Kendrick and some good stuff. But nah, her mom likes K-pop and a lot of R&B, so she's into a lot of R&B. She does.
R&B sounds good to me.
Yeah,
She like reggaeton.
Nah. Mm-mm. Nah, I don't mind reggaeton. Neither does her mom, but, like, that's not what we listen to.
Oh no, that's funny.
Cause, like, we listen to jazz a lot, like, in this house. Like, we love jazz. Jazz is our shit.
Nat King Cole
A lot of jazz, dude.
is your boy considered jazz?
Who?
White guy, super popular.
John Mayer?
Was always in Vegas singing back in the day.
Tony Bennett?
It was
Frank
Tattaged to the
Sinatra.
Mob. What was his name?
Frank Sinatra.
Sinatra.
He's more like blues. Blues, jazz. I mean, yeah, I would consider him jazz, blues.
Okay.
I don't know. There's so many genres of jazz, dude. And everything basically is brought up from blues. Blues is like the originator in American music. I mean, you could date American music, rock and roll included, back to slavery, because slave music basically started everything, right? And then it was blues from there, then jazz, then rock and roll, and it just progressed from there. But everything, in American music all dates back to slavery, dude. Slave music, that's why a lot of, anyone that studies music and music history in America, I don't know how to explain it, but it all dates back to slavery, dude. It really does. It's crazy. I studied rock and roll history and jazz history in college, so I'm pretty well diversified on the subject. I love music, man.
Wanna be a baller.
Shot caller, 20-inch blades on the Impala.
You're still talking
Caller.
music, Jesus.
Oh, bro, I could talk music as much
This
as I
is
could
gonna
talk
be the
sports,
longest
bro.
fucking episode.
It is, dude. We're going on we're coming up on 2 hours, dude.
Well, yeah.
It's a good episode though, man.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got a Green Bay at Pittsburgh. The Steelers closed 3-point favorites. 38.5 was the total. Total goes over, and the Steelers cover because of a fucking blocked extra point, dude. How the fuck does that happen?
Hmm.
Man, fuck the Steelers, dude. The Packers are a mess, dude. Jordan Love is fucking trash, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Packers are a mess, but also at the same time, we talk about, the Raiders being the worst 5-5 team. Steelers are definitely the worst 6-3 team.
Oh, by far, dude. This should be
By
a
far,
3-6 team.
But like the wins that they have, like the Ravens, the Browns. I don't know it was the Browns when Deshaun was out, but like this is surprising.
Yep.
I mean,
I
you
don't
look
have
at the
much
other
to
ones
say
though,
about this
like
game. Y'all could was this battle of the mid in the less mid team won. That's all I got to say. Packers need a quarterback. They need a head coach for sure too. LaFleur is cooked.
Yeah. I agree. I think LaFleur is done.
Packers need a lot.
The defense still can't stop the fucking run, dude, which is fucking crazy to me, bro.
Yeah.
2 years in a row, you can't stop the run. And, like, Pittsburgh's offense is so fucking trash, dude. And, like, they looked hella good for basically 1.5 quarters or 2.5 quarters. Pittsburgh only scored 6 points in the second half, and they managed to win the game because your offense just can't score. You drive down the field every fucking drive and can't fucking put points on the board. That's an issue, and especially with Matt LaFleur, who's supposed to be an offensive head coach, he's just not it, man. Pittsburgh sucks, dude. Kenny Pickett sucks.
Man, how did what's his name get another? How did Matt Canada get that OC job back?
Who knows, bro? That team sucks, bro.
No.
They look good today, though, for the first half.
Best player on Pittsburgh offensively, Jalen Warren.
Yeah, he's nice, dude.
This kid is a baller.
He's legit.
He's putting Najee out of a job.
Yeah, Najee's a little overrated, bro. Like, he's another reason why you shouldn't draft running backs in the first round. And Najee's a Bay Area kid, dude, so I wish him the best, but, like, yeah, that kid Jalen Warren's definitely, he's legit. And
Man, ain't Najee coming up on a contract year too?
yeah, and he's not going to get paid, dude. He's in that being a free agent. Yeah, just I got nothing to take away from this other than I agree with Irv. I think Matt LaFleur is out of a job. I think Packers need a quarterback. Team sucks, dude.
Okay, Pittsburgh has the Browns next week. Where's this line at?
Is it in Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
Browns.
Cleveland minus 3.5. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's a
Take
good
it and run.
Yeah, you better get that now.
Yeah, I agree.
Because that could easily close at 5.
What is that? It's got to be a primetime game, right?
It is 10 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland. Well, it ain't a prime time game. You fade the Steelers. Well, except when they play the Packers.
I mean, dude, if they didn't get an extra point block today, it was a push, dude.
I know. I was just shout out to Trev and the Packers, man. Having a Hall of Fame QB for damn near 40 years, it spoils you.
I mean, I didn't think Jordan Love was gonna be this bad, but
No, yeah, but yeah,
the crazy thing is like when you watch him play, like he has talent, dude. Like he has arm talent. Like he could sling the fucking rock, dude.
Yeah, he just don't read the whole field. I don't know why he always focuses on one side of the field and don't look at the other side.
Yep, he's a one read guy, dude. And the problem between him and Justin Fields, because Justin Fields is a one read guy too, is Justin Fields is way more athletic, dude. So Jordan Love's not that. If you're gonna be a one read guy, have some wheels.
Yeah, that kind of scares me about Michael Penix too, because he's a one read guy.
Oh, bro, let's not get into Michael Penix Jr. right now. That dude's one of the worst quarterbacks in the country under pressure. I'm telling you right now, he's not gonna be. He won't be a first round pick. I'm telling you right now. He won't.
Well, if
be.
they got Bo Nix going in the first round, I think he's gonna go in the first round too.
Nah, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Caleb, Drake May, and then Bo Nix will go third. Penix will probably go fourth. Bro, I'm telling you right now, Penix is not an NFL quarterback, dude. The team that
Bruh,
drafts
it's-
Penix is gonna be fucking. They're gonna be shit. They're gonna
If
be.
Bo Nix
fucking
goes
themselves.
third, it's 5 quarterbacks that I like more than him, hands down.
I mean, I think there's a lot better. I think Jaden Daniels is the third best
Jaden
quarterback.
Daniels, Riley Leonard, Quinn Ewers. I think he's better than Bo Nix. I don't think Penix gonna be a great pro, but I'll take him over Bo Nix. Michael Pratt, but I'm hearing he might stay another year and hop into the portal and go to a bigger D1 school.
Well, yeah, because a lot of quarterbacks like that, like Shador Sanders and stuff, like, because next year's quarterback class sucks.
Yeah. Finn, I don't know if he might go. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be very interesting. But if Bo Nix is the third QB overall taken,
I'd take
he's
Chevin Cordero over Bo Nix, dude.
Bo Nix is finna get a GM and a head coach fired if they take him that high.
I don't know. I've been kind of impressed by Bo Nix this year, bro.
I'm not. He's running a basic offense.
He's overcome a lot of the things that were against him, though.
Yeah, but
And
when
Penix
the game
is
is
like-
on the line,
and like I
and
said-
he got to make a play. He can't do it.
Yeah, but the thing is like statistically, like we have the data. Michael Penix Jr. is one of the worst quarterbacks in the country under pressure.
And so is Bo Nix.
Not as bad as Penix.
Well, you're under pressure a lot in the league, so good
Yeah.
luck to the both of them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's a huge gap between Caleb and May. Like, Caleb, May, and there's a huge gap. Huge gap. That's the thing is, like, these NFL teams like to talk themselves into, like, these fucking mid-ass quarterbacks.
I'm starting to like Jalen Daniels better than everybody else not named Caleb or May.
Oh, I love Jaden Daniels, bro. I think he's hella worked on his game, and he's very talented. I think he's Justin Fields, but way better. I think he's Lamar Jackson 2.0. Period. End of story. But played in the SEC.
No, not Lamar.
Yeah, I think Jaden Daniels is Lamar Jackson 2.0.
In the SEC because Lamar played in ACC.
That's what I'm saying. Is like Jaden Daniels played in his SEC competition.
That's true.
Jaden Daniels to me is QB3. Period. End of story. I think there's 3 legit quarterbacks, and I think Jaden Daniels is one of them. I think it's Caleb, a fucking Grand Canyon size gap between him and May, and then Jaden Daniels.
So which one do you think is going to the Packers? To get back to
Bo
where we
Nix.
started.
Yeah, Bo Nix or fucking or Penix Jr. The team that drafts Penix Jr. is gonna be fucking shitting themselves, dude.
I just hope it's not the Falcons.
That would be a Falcons move.
I'd rather the Falcons get Justin Fields.
I'd rather take Rourke from Ohio over Penix Jr. Penix is A, he's like 27 years old. B, he's often injured. And C, he's one of the worst quarterbacks, or he is the worst quarterback under pressure. Bro, under 40% under pressure this year.
That's bad.
Not good at all. Anyways, let's move on to the Niners and Jacksonville Jaguars. Niners closed -3. Freeze there. Easiest bet of the fucking week. 34-3. Total was 44.5. Goes under. Ben, lead us off. As a Niners fan, what was your takeaway from this game?
I mean, we knew this was going to be a good game for the Niners coming off the bye week. They were able to get healthy.
Jags
saw
were off a
Debo
bye
coming
week
back.
too.
What's that?
Jags were off a bye week too.
Yeah, but the Niners needed to get healthy. And that's what you saw with Debo coming back, with Trent Williams looking really good today. I mean, motherfucker ran like 20 yards on that
Debo
that
wasn't
block
even good
play.
today, though.
No, but he draws your attention, and that's exactly what they needed him to do. That's what they were missing. It left Ayuk open. It left Kittle open. Um, it was tough to see McCaffrey not get his touchdown. But I mean, defensively, that defensive line is dangerous. And defense wins championships. So, that's it was a hell of a
Defense
game
wins
today.
championships.
They made Trevor look mid,
They did.
and Trevor is not mid.
No, he's not.
So yeah,
You're right. Irv, what do you think?
Yeah, can't add too much what Ben said. They made a top 6, 7, borderline top 5 QB look mid. So
yeah,
it's it's tough sledding when the Niners are on like that. So good luck, NFC. If Purdy ain't turning the ball over, it's gonna be hard to beat this team.
he got lucky twice today, Purdy.
Yeah.
They should have had 2 picks there. That's what was happening last year, though. And that's what was happening over the last 3 games, is that luck turned. So, but even today, I don't think two turnovers would have cost them the game.
Yeah. The Niners look good, man.
Yep.
Ben, we were talking off air, and I said, like, I like the Niners -3, and then I woke up and I saw everybody on the Niners, so, like, I didn't bet it because that usually doesn't end up being a good bet. And sure enough, the Niners was freeze there, man. And
Yep.
Public smacked again on that bet.
Jacksonville coming off of 5 straight, and they only scored 3 points.
Yeah, man. Jacksonville they were a little unprepared, and again, like Calvin Ridley Jr., only 20 yards. I mean, I don't know, like, because I think the Jags are a good team.
See, but it was only target. I mean, he was 2 for 3. That's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think you can put that on Calvin because he's a hell of a wide receiver.
Yeah, no, not at all.
He's fast as fuck.
It's not his problem.
They just are always looking at Christian Kirk, and he had his moments today.
Christian Kirk was good. He went over his yard prop.
Yeah.
Not that matters. Not like the Jaguars were like, oh, we got to get Christian Kirk over his yard prop. But
yeah, but he was pretty
the
much
Niners
the
are
only one.
the Niners are a
Evan Ingram, I
corny
guess, had
ass team,
4.
and they're like, yo, we got to get fucking Christian McCaffrey in the end zone, fucking in the 4th quarter up. Corny ass fucking team.
You would have done it too.
Corny
to break
ass,
an NFL,
corny ass team.
To break
bro.
an NFL record, give me a break.
Corny ass team, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna haunt them in the long run. The Niners are corny.
How? How is that gonna haunt them in the long run?
Karma. It happens, dude. Niners are corny. They're corny as fuck for that shit, dude. I'm sorry, dude. That shit was corny as hell. Or if you agree, right? Like, dude, you're up 34-3, and you're out here trying to get
records don't get broken often. If you got a chance to go for it, do it.
Nah, corny.
Yeah, fucking Jacksonville didn't give a shit.
Like Alvin Mack said.
No, they didn't. They just fucking put like 5 guys on him and stopped him, dude, because they knew what they were going to do.
Well, where the ball's going, so
it's corny to me, dude. It's corny. There's bigger.
Yeah, didn't feel that way, but he was trying to get him in.
Yeah, there's bigger things to worry about, like fucking Travis Kelce going to Argentina on his bye week, right?
Wait, who has that? Is it Jerry Rice or Emmitt Smith? Who has the record?
I don't know who has the record, but that shit was
No,
corny.
it's like some Ram.
Oh, okay.
That shit was corny as hell. All right, let's move on to the next game. We have Tennessee at Tampa. Tampa closed 2.5-point favorites. The total was 39.5. Total goes under. Tampa wins 20-6. Fellas, is the Will Levis honeymoon over?
The train is ridden.
Is it over?
Yeah.
He didn't even complete 50% of his passes.
Mm-mm.
Damn.
What do we think here? Is it over? Is the honeymoon over?
Well, he faced a damn good defense. That's probably was it. And he was
Yeah. I mean, just this whole offense today was just trash. I mean, only 42 rushing yards.
Yep.
Levis for 199, no touchdowns.
Damn.
Yeah. If you have Derrick Henry and you're only running, I mean, I know you're down, but you were only down 7-3 at half. Derrick Henry has to have more than 11 carries, 24 yards.
I think Derrick Henry's kind of fucking. I'm not gonna like. He's damaged.
He's
goods,
over
bro.
the hill.
You trying to say he's washed?
Yeah, he's
But
washed, bro.
he's
Or he
still a
or he
hell
just-
of a fucking running back.
Or he
Tyjae
just needs
Tyjae
to- or he
Spears
just
is-
needs to- or he just needs to change the scenery like CMC did with the Niners.
Nah, Derrick Henry's definitely washed. Tyjae Spears is definitely better, and like they just don't really get him involved. I mean, the guy had 4 catches for 42 yards today, 5 rushes for 18, but again, they couldn't really rush the ball anyways. And that's the thing with Tampa, dude. Is Tampa is really good against the run, their defense. So
Yeah.
you're not gonna be able to run the ball regardless. So you really got to be able to throw the ball. And that was the thing with me is like, Will Levis look really fucking mid, dude. Like, and this is 2 weeks in a row now where he's and you know I took Pittsburgh last week on Thursday night because I was like, yo, there's gonna be some Will Levis regression.
Mhm.
There was, and there was even more regression this week. So
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna look going forward, but you know, Tampa's. I mean, they're whatever, dude. Baker's doing his thing, dude. He's been pretty fucking decent. You know, 18-29, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns today, 1 interception. Tampa. I mean, dude, Tampa's very, very live to win this division because that division sucks.
That division's so bad. Yeah, but yeah, I didn't think that was going to be the case, especially seeing Tampa throwing the ball in the offseason. But
Yeah.
the Saints are horrible. The Panthers are horrible, and the Falcons are mismanaged. So,
Yep.
I mean, do you fire Arthur Smith now and give Atlanta a shot?
Nah, because I don't think Atlanta has a shot. Like, I mean, they have a shot, but I mean, like, firing your head coach isn't going to give you a shot right now.
Yeah, because the OC is pretty much going to run the system he had in place. So
Yeah.
he might run it a little better or get the weapons involved better. But yeah, I think they just got to chalk it up and get ready for next season.
Yep, 100% agree. All right, let's move on to the next game. We have the New Orleans Saints at Minnesota Vikings. Saints were they were 3-point favorites. Saints cover, went outright 27-19. Total is 47.5. Goes over. Josh Dobbs, man. That's all I gotta say.
Saints was
not him.
favorites and the Vikings was dogs.
Yep.
Yeah. So anytime Derek Carr is a favorite home or away, you take the underdog.
Derek Carr got hurt halfway through the game, which actually
Oh,
was
well.
beneficial for them because
Yeah, even if he's hurt, playing, not playing, if his team is a favorite, take the other team.
yeah,
Yeah,
That reminded me of last year when they played the Rams when they just signed Baker Mayfield.
or when they fucking they played the Colts and the Colts had Jeff Saturday who was coaching a high school team, and this Colts beat him too. Bro, Derek Carr sucks, dog. I'm sorry, bro.
What happened in the second quarter where
Uh,
they allowed 21 points?
All I gotta say about this game
Vikings were
is
just
Josh
better.
Dobbs. Grand opening, grand closing.
Yeah, Dobbs was him, dude. He was the difference in the game, really.
Shut the fuck up.
He was.
Oh no, sorry. I had a ad play, and that's what I was saying. Shut the fuck up tonight.
Nah, Dobbs was the difference, man. Like the Vikings weren't good in the second half, but I mean, like they had such a big lead that it didn't even fucking matter. And Jameis Winston, obviously, like he had to force the ball because he was trying to win. And honestly, I would take Jameis forcing the ball over fucking Derek Carr checking down on fucking 4th and 15 to the fucking 2-yard line, dude. Derek Carr sucks, bro. I don't know. Like he's a backup in my opinion. Like period.
So
And how much
Saints? Oh, go ahead.
is this deal guaranteed for this year and next year or just
Nah, I think just this year.
Okay. So yeah, they might be moving on.
No, I think it's next year too.
Nah, there's no way he's guaranteed next year.
Derek Gars?
Yeah, no way. No way.
I'm pretty sure they paid out the ass for him.
Nah.
Signed a 4-year contract with the Saints. 100 million of the contract is guaranteed. 60 million fully guaranteed at signings.
Yeah, so basically, he only has 40 million guaranteed.
And
the
his
rest away.
2023 and 2024 base salaries are fully guaranteed. 2 years.
Yeah, they're stuck.
Damn, they're
Yep.
fucked, dude. What a shitty fucking organization. They'll sign that fucking dog shit quarterback for that much, dude.
Yeah, look at this.
That dude sucks.
Vikings touchdown.
Bro. I'll
3 and
take
out. Vikings touchdown. 3 and out. Vikings touchdown. And then 2 plays and a half.
I would take not
Horrible
even
second
joking.
quarter.
I would take Josh Dobbs over Derek Carr. I would take Bailey Zappi over Derek Carr. I would take a handful of backup quarterbacks over Derek Carr.
Zappy didn't look good today either, but he was
Zappy had
in
one
such a
drive
shit
though, dude.
situation.
Yeah, they threw him
Yeah.
in one drive, bro.
He was so pissed off after the game.
They gotta like
Did you see that interview?
with Zappy?
Zappy, yeah.
Nah, why? What do you say?
Oh, he was fucking like, he was like, "What do you expect when you put me in this shit?" Like,
Yeah, like, dude, how do you throw a dude in the last drive, bro? And
Yeah.
then like,
Yep.
Yeah, that was crazy. I never seen that before.
yeah,
He said the timing with everyone was off. The play calling was off, and just like
yeah, the Patriots are a mess, dude. We're not even
Really
gonna touch
close.
that fucking situation because that
that's
shit is
the
such.
whole fucking 16 points. Woo, barn burner.
Yeah. I do want to touch some baseball, so let's hit on this Monday night game real quick. Buffalo at Denver. Right now it's a 7.5, depending on where you look. Buffalo favorite at home against the Denver Broncos. Total is 47.5, which is really fucking high.
Yeah.
What do you think, Irv? You're the Broncos
Probably goes
fan.
under, and I think Buffalo gets a win at home because they're at a point right now where they got to prove to everybody that they're still a contender. They've been losing games they should win. I don't know. I think my Broncos might be a casualty of a very motivated Buffalo Bills team tomorrow.
Yeah, I agree. I don't want nothing to do with this spread.
Yeah, me neither.
I teased Buffalo down to a point. Cause I'm with you. Cause I lean Denver plus a point, just because like that's how I am as a bettor. I like dogs, but I'm with you, bro. Like this could get ugly, bro.
Yeah, the 7.5 is definitely the hard part there.
Buffalo coming off 3 losses, dude.
Yep, but a bye week, right? Or no?
Nah.
Denver coming off the bye week.
Denver coming off about
Denver coming off the bye week, yeah. So Denver did have that extra week to prep, which is a little bit interesting there. But I do think this is a get right game. Buffalo fucking has to win this game.
Oh, it's a must win for Buffalo.
They
dude.
have no other options but to win this game. They're in fucking 9th place right now in the conference, and if you asked anybody, they would.
They're 0-5 in their last 5 against the spread too.
Yeah,
which concerns me. And Denver coming off their biggest win of the year, biggest win in the last several years against Kansas City. So I definitely lean Buffalo, but again, I tease it down. I can't get there with this spread, dude.
Yep.
Probably take the under if anything, but
yep.
Sorry for your Broncos, Irv.
Hey,
Yeah, just bad spot.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, it's a real bad spot for us. And honestly, as a bettor or a handicapper, you bet with your brain, not with your heart. So, honestly, the only thing I would honestly look at in this game is the under, because both defenses are playing pretty well, and the Broncos have been playing way better defense since the beginning of the year, especially the first 3 games. So.
Yep.
The only thing I would really seriously look at is the under in this game. Should buy you a couple points, buy your 1.5, get it up to 40, 50 or 49. and just let it ride out. I think the Bills win, but I definitely see this game going under.
Agreed. Usually, if you like the under 2, you might as well take the dog, especially if it's 7 or less. But man, at some point the Bills got to cover, right? They're not going to go fucking like 3-18 or 3-15 on the year ATS. So that's the thing.
Yeah, the script is interesting though.
What do you mean?
The script, the NFL script is always interesting though.
Oh yeah, I mean like, bro, you know, anybody's got to. It's the NFL, bro. Every
the Broncos beat the Chiefs last week. So.
Yeah. And I took the Broncos
against everything.
I took the Broncos ATS, dude. So
yeah, wasn't it like 13 or something?
Nah, they were like 7-point favorites, and then it fell because Mahomes was with the flu. So
oh yeah.
I think it opened at like 10 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it moved a lot because of Mahomes, but yeah, man, it's tough for me to get there with either side because like I said, I lean Denver, but again, like I definitely think Irv's onto something. I think Buffalo's motivated. I think they need to win this game,
and it's at home. They're 4-1 at home this year.
Yeah.
What's the weather like?
It's a get right spot.
33 degrees and cloudy.
So no snow.
It's a get right spot for the Bills, like today was for the Niners. Honestly.
Yep. Agreed. 100% agree.
Push come to shove, this game is either gonna be close or it's gonna get real ugly.
Great analysis there, dude.
No, I'm saying that's honestly how I think it's either gonna be a close game or the Bills probably win by.
What other options are there?
Oh no, I don't think the fucking Broncos gonna go in there and blow out the Bills.
Yeah. Good point.
So it's either Bills win a close game or they win by double digits.
Oh, love it. All right, let's talk some baseball before we get out of here and get some best bets. So, Irv believes Shohei Ohtani is going to be a Dodger.
Was anybody surprised about how slow this week was?
Yeah, because Shohei is going to be the first domino to fall.
Everybody's waiting. Yeah.
Shohei is going to be the first domino to fall, and then they're all going to kind of trickle out after that. So
yeah, but I just want to know. I just want y'all to know I was right that injury is not affecting his contract.
That injury is definitely going to affect his contract.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I think it affects it in some way, in the sense that like no one knows if he's going to be able to pitch. You know what I mean? Like, so
that's a huge question mark.
He's pretty much guaranteeing that he's going to pitch again in 2025.
Yeah,
his arm
for sure.
Stay up, and our team's going to pay that much for his arms to not stay up.
Well,
there's going to be opt-outs everywhere.
The numbers I'm hearing is that injury didn't affect his free agency.
Well, I agree in the sense that like if I'm a team like the Dodgers or the Mets, or I want to lock the guy up, like I'm gonna throw him everything, but I also don't think that's a great signing. I don't, because if he comes back and pitches and he's never the same, or if he can't pitch again and you pay him that kind of money, you're paying a DH absorbing amount of money, and like the dude's not even a great, like, yeah, he's a great hitter, but he's not like the best hitter, and you're paying a DH that kind of money. Like, that's insane, dude.
Yeah, but I think he's pitching again for sure.
He, like I said, he might pitch again, but we don't know what he's going to get. You don't know what you're going to get.
2 Tommy Johns is not bad. So
2 Tommy Johns is bad.
2 Tommy,
yes, it is.
It's definitely not.
Walker Buehler's had 2.
Walker Buehler hasn't pitched since the second one, so we don't know what you're going to get.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Walker is still going to be walking to him, but we'll see. Honestly, I think that Shohei is going to. He's probably going to, if he signs a 10-year, 12-year deal, or 10 or 12-year deal, I'll say at least 5.
Yeah, there's going to be opt-outs there. There has to be
at least
opt-outs.
5 to 7 years of that deal, he's going to still be a two-way player.
If a team offers him 12 years, he's not going to want an opt out because that's only beneficial for him.
Mhm.
Now, if a team's like, okay, we'll give you Aaron Judge's contract, but we'll give you a 2-year opt out to see if you could pitch. You know, that's what Otani's camp probably wants, is like, we're looking at Aaron Judge's contract, and then we want a 2-year opt out because we want to show that he can still pitch and then go into the free agent market at 31. But if a team sits there and they're like, you know, the Dodgers or the Mets are like, yo, we'll give you 12 years, $600 million. Like, you take it, dude. You take it and you run. Because at the end of the day, that's not a good contract.
Yeah.
For the team.
After 5 years, probably.
He'll never live up to that contract.
Nope.
Well, depending on the team.
No, he won't ever live up to that contract.
Well, as far as you're talking about on-field production, maybe not. But as far as what he's going to bring that team, whoever signs him is going to make double what they pay him on that contract.
Maybe, probably. You know,
sponsors, ticket sales, jersey sales.
The problem, the thing is like the teams that are going to sign to that contract are going to make that money regardless of whether they sign him or not.
Well, are you really going to get that much in years 5 through 12 as a DH?
I'm telling you right now, the Dodgers and Mets, Yankees, Red Sox.
If he's still hitting at that elite level as a DH, but I don't see him. He's not going to be a two-way player for 12 more fucking years.
Nah, for sure honestly, not. But if you're signing a guy for 12 years, $600 million.
Honestly, if he can even transition from a starter to a bullpen guy after 5 to 6 years of the deal, you're still getting your money's worth because you're going to have a high leverage closer type pitcher. So that could be very beneficial come playoff time. And then if you include as a bat, which he has an elite bat.
But you don't know that his arm's going to last.
Man, I don't think with the way
he has a great bat. I don't know about elite. Aside from home runs.
What are you measuring his bat against if it's not an elite bat?
Well, I definitely think he like tailed off a little bit at the end of this year.
He's a DH. How much more elite you get as a DH?
Yeah, but he was injured for a substantial amount of this year. He just was playing through it.
I think Shohei's a great player. Period. I think he's the best baseball player in the league when he's fully healthy to be able to pitch. However, I don't think if he's just a DH, like I don't think he's the best hitter on the planet. I think there's a lot better hitters. Right? He really tailed off at the end of this year. Whether we could say that's injuries or whatnot, you know, it still happened. Right? So I think the guy, he's the best baseball player in the world. There's no doubt about that.
He's going to be the highest paid.
He's going to be the highest paid player.
Annual contract, yeah.
Yeah, easily.
For sure. But duration, I'm still up in the air on that.
Well, I think it all comes down to if I'm Shohei's camp, right? If a team offers me 12 years, $600 million, I take it. I don't even think twice. However, if a team offers me Aaron Judge's contract, if they come to me and say 10 years, $500 million, I say I want a 2-year opt out, so I could show what I can do pitching in year 2 after my Tommy John surgery, and then I can test the free agent market. And if he sucks pitching,
or restructure my contract,
or has to go into the bullpen, right? Then you just opt back into your contract and generational wealth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Still one of the highest paid players.
He's gonna have.
Or if you suck, if you suck for those 2 years, right? You opt back in, and you know you're making that money. But if a team comes to me and is like, I'll give you 12 years, $600 million. Like, I don't budge, dude. Like, okay. Tell me where to sign. Period. That's unprecedented contract. I don't know if a team's going to do that other than the Dodgers, the Mets, and the Yankees. I think those are the only 3 teams that be willing to offer that.
What about the Cubs?
The Cubs are an intelligent organization. I don't know if they'll do that. I think they would be the first team to be like, yo, we'll give you 12 years, $550 million, but we'll give you a 2-year opt-out. The Dodgers are a well-run organization too, but they have a lot of money, dude. They could just fucking throw out. Same with the Mets and Yankees. That's a difference. Is those 3 clubs have a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, Dodgers got a lot of money to spend too, so
That's what I'm saying. Like,
very interesting offseason. And they're in the trade market for a shortstop too. We need a shortstop so fucking bad.
nah, bro, you got Ahmed Rosario, dude.
Nah, hopefully we trade for Dante Bichette. I mean, Bo Bichette, my bad.
Why do you want to? Why do you want a shortstop that can't field his position, dude?
No, you said
Well, you should get
okay,
Volpe. He's a Gold Glover.
who won a Gold Glove?
Fucking Volpe.
I said
Okay,
Volpe won a
he's
Gold Glove. I said
It
he's
is
so
Volpe.
bad defensively that he makes Bo Bichette look like a good defensive shortstop.
Okay, so Bo Bichette is just fine with me.
Bo,
If
I mean,
If
Bo
Volpe's winning Gold Gloves, give me Dante Bichette at shortstop any day of the week.
Bo Bichette, his son, dude. Dante's the dead. Bozo Bichette.
You know what I mean?
Bozo, he's a decent hitter. He's a free swinger though, dude. So you got to live and die with the results.
That's
dude.
fine. I'll live and die with that over Ahmed Rosario any day.
Irv's just down for the hair, so
Nah, I don't even pay attention to his hair. So
Bro,
he's got the best hair in baseball.
You guys are gonna end up
I didn't know
signing
that.
Tim Anderson, bro.
I
It's a
guess.
buy low, sell high spot. Buy low. What's the
Nah,
word?
Tim Anderson probably going to the Marlins.
I don't know,
What
bro.
about Xander?
Bogarts? He's still on the dude.
No, Xander's on the Padres.
And the
Yeah,
Padres are looking to
I
trade
said the
him. But
Marlins.
I know. I'm saying, what about Sanders? Padres are gonna fucking.
they're looking to sell.
They're
They're looking to
ditching
trade.
everything.
They're not trading Xander Bogaerts to the Dodgers.
Yeah, they won't trade him to the Dodgers, but
Not
they are
the
looking to
Dodgers,
trade
yeah.
him.
I mean, if they think he's trash enough, they'll trade him to the Dodgers.
Nah, I don't know if the Padres and the Dodgers ever did a trade in history.
Yeah, I don't think they'll ever trade him. It'll be interesting. I don't know if the Blue Jays will trade Bozo Bichette though.
We'll see.
Dude, the Blue Jays are content on thinking they have a winning team, dude.
I think the Blue Jays are interested in Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, the Blue Jays reports are they are interested in Cody Bellinger for sure.
And the Yankees.
Yankees, we knew were going to be interested for sure. Matt Chapman is supposed to be Diamondbacks are supposed to be the team most interested in him. It's gonna be interesting, man. We are definitely gonna get more into free agency as this thing trickles
They
along.
need to trade for Bryce Harper when they move to Vegas.
Hey, man. Hopefully that'd be dope.
Bring them home.
Hopefully. All right, let's get some best bets, fellas.
Let's go, y'all.
I got two best bets tomorrow. Both NHL.
All right,
The over
what do we got?
for the Islanders and the Oilers.
What's the total?
Oilers just fired their coach, so I expect them to come out with their hair on fire. Dude was over his head.
Irv, what's the total?
6.5.
6.5. All right.
And the Oilers are averaging 3 goals and they're average giving up 5. So it's a good chance that over is going to hit.
The Oilers are averaging 2.69 goals and giving up 3.9, so under 4.
Oh, well, the last couple of games. And then I think the Avalanche got a get right spot here. They've been looking really rocky. I think it's time for them to get it together. And
What-
they got the money line.
What's their line at?
I think it's at like 160.
160?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's lower than that, actually.
Irv laying the juice.
Hold Let me pull that up. I think it's lower. Hold on. $145.
145. All right.
Better.
Even better. Who are they playing?
Seattle Kraken.
Kraken, and the Kraken suck at home, so
All right.
I think they just lost at home 5-1 to the Oilers.
Ben, what do you like?
I do like that Colorado score. I think that that value there is great. Getting that 145. I was expecting it to be around 170. But then saw that and was a little surprised. Colorado has been unimpressive this year. Penalty kill has been so low. Power play has been so low. Penalty kill has been really high, which does scare me a little bit. As long as they don't take penalties, which they've been taking a lot, I think Colorado can do that. I lean Colorado there. I'm going to take the expensive route, and I'm going to buy a half a point in the football game tomorrow. And I'm going to go Buffalo Bills -6.5. It jumps it to -130 for taking that half point there. Very expensive to buy that at 20 cents, but I think if you get it at 6.5, you're good there. You might want to wait till tomorrow morning, see if anything does, if it does fall to 6.5. I doubt it. But I'll take Bills at 6.5. I think it's a get right game. Great at home, so I'm gonna take. I'm gonna buy a little bit and make that money back.
All right. I got 3 best bets for tomorrow, fellas. We're gonna go college hoops. St. John's -1.5 against Michigan. I think Michigan sucks. I think they're overvalued. We're going to go Xavier +17.5 against Purdue. My numbers got this closer to 12, so we got a pretty good edge there. And then I'm going to go to the hard courts, man. ATP Tour Finals. We're going out to Turin, Italy. We're going to take Carlos Alcaraz -2.5 games against Sasha Zverev. I think Alcaraz, well rested, very well motivated after his last 2 performances on the ATP Tour. Alcaraz, one of the best players in the fucking league. I like Alcaraz -2.5. This is already, since we've done this show, it's already gone up to 3.5 at some spots. I would play it to 3.5. I don't know, but I do think Alcaraz is going to be very, very motivated. He also won a practice round against Djokovic earlier this week. And it's well documented. Alcaraz and Djokovic have a very good rivalry, but I like Carlos Alcaraz -2.5 games here tomorrow. ATP Finals, Turin, Italy. Play to 3.
Just put that bet in.
We're going to sharp tennis, dude. Carlitos Alcaraz.
Jordan knows his tennis. Jordan knows his golf.
Sometimes. I know my college hoops, though.
Yeah.
Weber State. Shout out to Irv. Oh, man. I love y'all.
Oh, man.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Make sure to download the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Track your bets. Become a better bettor. Know what you're betting. Know what you're good at betting. Know what you're bad at betting. Use the Sharps app. You can tail people, fade people, etc. So download that. Use promo code Jordan517. It's free to sign up. Yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. We'll be back on Tuesday night. We'll be talking some Thursday night football, some NBA, some NHL, college hoops. Now that we're getting out of baseball, we're gonna be incorporating other sports into our Tuesday shows. So we appreciate y'all for hanging out, and same thing for Wednesday night with AK and Irv. We'll be talking more college hoops as we progress on. So thank y'all for hanging out with us. We really appreciate y'all. Please tell a friend. Taproom Sports Podcast. You can follow Irvin on Twitter at SwervinIrvin TSP. Follow myself at Jordan Rules TSP. Follow the podcast at Taproom_sports. Follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all later. Let's have a blessed Monday, man. Let's get this fucking money. We out of here.